Just I'm gonna.
I
say
kind of want to take notes last time. Does anyone remember the Ringmaster's name?
Ringmaster.
Ringmaster. I mean, what else would you call him?
Ringmaster? He's called Ringmaster?
No, Mia had the name.
Yeah, you have all the names, right? You take my notes for me, yeah?
Whose name?
Anybody's?
The ring.
Any name that came up last session, I really forgot.
Oh.
Oh, you know when you're like, I'll remember tomorrow morning to write down the name in my notes, and then I'm like, fuck, I don't.
Let's find the circus.
What's that?
Silvana Sky Dancer is missing.
Yeah, that's the person who's missing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you both write down the Ringmaster's name?
Oh.
Ringmaster Magnifico is now his name.
Okay.
I think it was Magnifico last time, Mr. Magnifico.
Do you think he was born with that name?
The
No,
you did
that's
not.
definitely not a given
female
name.
acrobat is something like
Chosen name.
Equivalent
Talia.
Talia, yeah.
Maybe he was forced into the business.
I mean, I'm not sure how to spell it. I spelled it like the league champ, possibly.
Talia.
'Cause I don't remember
Talia
how the
is
league champ
the-
is spelled.
Talia is spelled like just like this, the Talia you met. But
Oh, like this. Oh, I have many more letters.
need more letters.
I spelled it like this.
Yeah, it's just so league filled. Like this is clearly divided by Talia with a Y and a H in it. Come on, obviously.
Just go alphabetically A through Z on the league roster, and that's all your characters' names.
That's really I should look up names on the league also. Yeah.
How
That's true.
is a Mass Effect character spelled again? So with an H at the end? Talia?
Which one?
No, that's your WoW
Talia?
character spelled with H at the end, right?
No, that's... Yeah, that's true. Wait, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is
No,
something
what-
like Talia. I don't remember the spelling, but because I just in my head I was like, oh, Talia al Ghul from Batman.
Well, Tali's Zora.
Also true.
Didn't
Oh,
I
it's
call
Tali.
it
Mass
Tali Zora?
Effect. It's Tal. It's just Tal.
And
I was like,
Tali
what do
Zora.
you call you?
the inn is called Tidal something.
The who, sorry?
The inn.
Oh, the inn. Yeah, I think I had the name for the inn
Yeah.
somewhere. I mean, probably not anymore, but I think I had it.
It's like
Yeah,
it's the
I have-
inn, the ringmaster, the
Oh,
Yeah, I have
well,
written
what-
down
the
what
did you
missing
write
down?
person.
Tidal
What did you write
something.
down? Huh? Tidal
wrote
Tipple
down-
Tavern. Yeah, the Tidal
I
Tipple
wrote-
Tavern.
On a completely unrelated note,
Oh,
I would just bring one thing up. Have you seen Infinite Craft
Infinite.
online?
Jacko is slow flick.
Saw a bit of a stream of somebody playing it.
It's like you combine things and it just gives you different
Yeah.
shit. It's really interesting. I'm trying to get
I don't know.
Slovenia and all European
You did
countries.
such a
It's
slow
difficult.
blink. 2 Earths? What does it make? It doesn't make anything? What the fuck is this shit? This game sucks, man.
Oh,
You
what?
can
That
I need to
bad.
combine interesting things like
Water
No more
and earth.
weird online with Phaser
Plants.
games. No more Phaser games.
Wind and
England,
fire.
England,
Wait, I
England,
mean clay?
Armenia.
Pog, I love this game. Pottery? What?
England
Earth
and
and
Bangkok they
smoke.
get you rain, for
I
instance.
made
Earth
ceramics.
and smoke is not volcano.
Earth and smoke, what's that?
It makes volcano.
Oh,
Where's
that
the
game.
fire?
Oh my god, I think I remember that game.
Oh wait, and it makes
But if I
new
add
things.
fire, is it active volcano? Wait, let me
Look at Jacko slow blinking now, all fully in there now.
It's lava. Okay, this game is amazing.
How does it? But what's the point of putting them all next to each other on the map? They only do anything if they're actually on top of each other. Right?
Yeah,
You
no,
can make
that's
new
just
ones and
for
then
like.
combine them. Yeah.
What
Figure
was the
shit
name
out.
of that thing again?
Oh, but then you have to like
Infinite
redo them
Craft.
to get like new. Fuck that.
Oh, okay.
I hate the game.
Oh wait, what is House and Fire? Fire.
House fire.
flames.
You're
house
thinking
fire.
too small, you know. You can get insane things.
Oh yeah, okay, but I was interested in this one.
Okay, like for instance, one of the things I have Darth Gigantor,
What? Darth.
Jack Daniels and the Beanstalk.
Jack Daniels.
So what you should do is a random name, like a random
Why
thing
not?
generator, and then
Glass
try
and
to make
steam.
that thing in the game.
Yeah.
Steam is a mirror.
Or like have
That
a
doesn't seem
random
right.
prompt, like, okay, Jacko, make anime.
Yeah,
Well, I think
As
it's-
an element.
you get the animal.
I watched streamers do it,
Waifu.
like Ludwig and this dude. They
And-
found the word corn sexual.
Okay. So someone from
That
Iowa.
was a prompt.
You have to find Iowa first for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it. How do I make the US? If I have like Earth,
The US is easy.
And what?
Come on.
Earth and guns, or guns?
Red, white, and blue.
But there isn't three. But can you combine three
Oh,
together? You
okay.
can't combine three, right?
Just two, yeah. No, you can.
Stars
you can get,
and stripes.
Sand. Oh, the moon. How do I get from the moon to
The
stars?
eagle?
Like moon. Like the moon
And
then
Mormonism.
double
I think you
moon?
can get.
Double
you get.
moon.
Oh, Jedi. Like
They have
islands.
Mormonism
plus-
on there.
Everything is down there. It's
can make-
AI based as well. To
You,
make
you can do the pilgrims and infectious disease. Oh, shit.
How is a telescope in sand a sandstorm? That doesn't make sense. Oh, I got tornado. Hurricane? What's bigger than a hurricane? Tornado. No, fine. Alright, stop making Bowser games, guys. Stop with the Bowser game.
And when
Yeah,
I
tidal
get-
something.
play some
Yeah, it was called the
code names.
Tidal Tipple Tavern. Miha, I checked. The Tidal Tipple Tavern. The Triple T. You want to say you want to go to Triple T and grab some G&Ts?
We took a
That's
trip
like what
to
people
the
always say,
Tidal-
you know?
I don't
We-
believe it.
You don't believe it was called the Tidal Tipple Tavern?
No.
What? think
I
it
mean,
was.
it's possible, yeah, because
No, but I'm looking in, like, I asked ChatGPT for it, and there's only one of these options, so I asked with title, so I'm pretty sure it must be the title typical. Unless I went title and stole a different second word. Tidal current cantina, is that better?
I do like a cantina.
The tidal wave dive? The tidal wave tavern? Meh, you know. They change their name every
I think I've
season
noticed,
anyway.
Ian, whenever you're like thinking out loud, you spam click your mouse. You can just
I
hear
feel
it.
like my even when I'm not thinking outside out loud.
Oh, but then we can hear it, maybe.
Exactly,
Yeah, I
I guess.
guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's always being clicked. Alright, are we all
And
ready?
your point of view
Stop
must
it,
be
Tom.
so...
Stop it, stop it,
so
Tom.
strong.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Get out of there, Tom. Get out of there. Get out of Tom. Get out of there.
He's addicted.
Don't do anything. Don't do anything. I'm just clicking.
Alright.
If he's not clicking, he's gonna like watch a football game, you know. It's
Yeah, that's
either
true. Don't
or.
watch football. Yeah, don't
No
watch
football game on.
Fuck, no.
It's terrible, Sunday.
Fine.
What a shitty D&D session we
Well,
were football
fine,
session in the background. Welcome everybody to session 33
fine,
of
now.
Blood and Shackles. Last time, the party decided, well, they came to Porpo, and they were like, "What are we gonna do now? What's up? What's up, guys? What is the situation? What are we gonna do? How big's the emergency to go stop the old lady coming back from Naruma? Do we really know how to do that? What's the situation there gonna be?" As well as being like, you know, like, what do we want to do if we found her? Dun, 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 dun. But in the end, you decided that you might well take a quick look around to see what was like happening in town, if there was any interesting jobs that were taking place, and you found a couple. One of which was the circus shop, which had been left over from before. Luckily, it seems that time has a strange effect when you're away from Port Peril, and it's not really sure how that works. Sounds very confusing. And then you also found out that your good old friend Morvesh, member of the Pathfinder Extraordinaires, has kind of lost contact with the Pathfinder organization after his work in the uplands of Toa, looking for the Temple of the Ravenous Moon. So you saw it. Okay, maybe there was a little situation to, sorry for the language, Crystal, but to kill two birds with one stone. By potentially heading up that direction, being able to run in maybe with Vinthorn and also see if you can help with Beshi. But before that, there's always a little bit of time for a circus, right, team? So you're like, we can do this to save some lives, maybe
We got
stop
time.
Naruma being retaken, or we can learn to juggle.
Well, we
juggling
could save a
one
life
out.
here. We don't know if the guy is dead.
That's true, that's true. And
Well, if there was outvoted to come to the circus.
everyone else was really into the circus. Yes, so you...
Some people want to become an acrobat. You know?
I know.
some people do... Is that you, Quixel?
No, some people.
I didn't think so. But some people, yeah, for sure. Some people.
Some people have dreams.
Yes.
That's
So
why
you came over here...
investigator Johnny is in charge of this whole routine.
Exactly.
So
one
don't click
thing.
away from the game. You gotta pay
Just
attention.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This
While
is your moment, bud.
sorry. While you were in the uplands, I did have that quick map, which Crystal made. So I've now uploaded in here. It looks like this, and I will make you all to be owners of this the map. So it looks like this. So if you want, you can make notes in this
Very nice map.
little documents or whatever as well. Yeah, I like the tool. It was very easy.
looks like
Yes, exactly. In Catlouse is this fabled place you've heard of, which is home to the Mbeke dwarfs who are from that region.
Okay.
Yeah, Mbeke, exactly. Yes. Anyway, go to circus. Well, still having a lot of in circus. spoke to the ringmaster, explained yourself as adventurers, eager to join the circus and help out when you can. They seemed interested in your abilities, and he said you're going to speak with Talia, who's the lead acrobat now that
Told you it was
Sylvanas.
Talia.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
Talia.
Sylvanas is
Mr.
no
Windrunner.
longer here. Yeah, everyone, they all have the same. Well, I gotta stop naming which apparently from fucking every bit of media that
Well,
exists.
Sylvan is just so like
It's just not
wooden, right?
possible.
So Elven.
Yeah.
Survivors. Yeah. Anyway, they were missing. You asked around a little bit. You explored his quarters. I mean, I don't want to put too many words in your mouth about what you learned, but it seems at least that he was maybe not as popular as he probably would have thought. He seemed a bit of a, bit of a show off, perhaps, and of course that can sour some people's opinions. So some of the people you spoke to in the camp didn't have the highest opinions, but of course, no one, at least to you, seemed like they had enough of a grudge immediately to, be a cause of his disappearance, at least. Of course, it's up to you to really believe that, but no, you didn't get any at least hints from your discussions with them. You did see in his belongings, like in his things, one of the things that was on the desk, one of the most recent things he had looked at was some sort of like letter, it looks like from a fan detailing some sort of gift, but you could not see such a thing in there. Apart from that, in his belongings, you saw there was like a lot of kind of like posters of himself, probably quite egotistical and the like, but it also seemed like he left probably, like there weren't signs of any struggle at least, and also there wasn't like packed up belongings or like missing belongings as if he had planned to leave for a long time. It very much looked like someone's room where they had just like been out for the day kind of thing. But yeah, and then you spoke a little bit with the other people in the camp, and then I believe, I think I can't remember we edited exactly if you went to rest or if you had decided yet. I think maybe we hadn't decided like exactly if you were like staying at the circus in the night or if you were heading back to your boat. I also can't remember if maybe you even discussed going to the inn before in the evening. I remember there was like I think a couple of things floating about in the air which hadn't been decided. But anyway, a lot of talking. You find yourself still, we'll say, in the evening, finish up the conversation with a nice chef man, deciding what to do next.
Yeah.
So we didn't go to the inn, right?
No, you have not done it yet.
Not
please.
yet.
I think technically we had just left after talking with Talia, right?
You spoke with the cook. You went and got some food, and you spoke with him a little bit about like asking how he found it. He was like the camp chef or whatever, and he was also saying that like his opinion. He seemed a little bit like stuck up or whatever, but again, he didn't know who would want to do something so
That's what we
serious.
seem to gather about this guy we're looking for, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bit of an
Yeah.
asshole.
I also have written down that our missing guy didn't like the strongman act.
Yes, also true. Yeah, when you speak with the chef, that's when you found out that. That's true.
Yeah, so maybe.
It's just, I
No
like the map, by
respects.
the way. If you kind of look at it like briefly, it almost looks like all the people are just.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what Tom
There's a
mentioned last
major-
time.
a
That's what Tom
major-
mentioned last time. I didn't make this map. I didn't make him look so dead.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I guess this is the first time
That's
I've
pretty
seen it
funny.
because apparently I was sitting on the landing page or somewhere else the whole time last time.
Didn't you worry or think on what we were commenting about that entire section?
Nope.
Apparently
not.
Guys just mumbling away in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are they talking about, these fools?
What do you do?
Johnny?
It was looking at Johnny like you're... Cooper, who is the DM
think-
incarnate, is also looking at Johnny,
I think we should either, two things. We can either take a nice little rest and start doing this fresh tomorrow, or we go to the inn and see if people know him.
What time is it now?
It's not that late, maybe 8:39. So it's kind of like a lot of people like specifically would go to the inn like after the circus is finished, kind of like get a nightcap and like chat about the events and stuff, kind of like go for a drink after a movie or whatever.
yeah. So,
Good use, drink.
yeah, we should go to the inn and ask
Okay.
around.
Would be
Yeah, you
high profile.
You walk on over to the Tidal Tipple Tavern. The Triple T, as they say. Yes, like I said, like this area of the Shackles, like this place is quite is why also the circus you were told was set up here. It's quite a lot of traffic, like between like the different islands nearby and like trade and everything. So even though like there's a very often shifting clientele, which means taverns obviously very well frequented and the like. So yeah, you go there, you walk on down. There's like still, even though show finished like maybe half an hour ago, there's still some people around who are walking that way. Like also some other performers who may be going to town to wet their whistle or do whatever else they wish. And you can kind of join the fun of people who are like bustling in and out of the inn. And it's quite a busy place. It's probably close to like 50 to 100 people in there. It's quite like a big place, like a couple of floors. Yeah. What do you Yeah, what do you do?
Someone feeling like bustling to the barman?
Any vacant tables?
Sorry?
Yeah,
Any
say it
vacant
again.
tables?
Any
Are there
what?
any-
One more time. One
Any
more time.
vacant tables?
Oh, vacant tables.
Oh.
For you, there's 5 of you. No, there aren't actually. There's like there's a lot of people like standing at the bar, and like the people like pull up chairs. But it looks like quite a busy place. Like you could maybe find like a space where like a couple you consider like on like a high table, and like maybe a couple people standing around. But there's like it's more, I guess you could say like a bar than like a tavern. You would imagine like in normal medieval sense. It's more like you would expect an actual bar to be one in like more like of a modern day.
Okay.
Okay, I guess then we.
You also don't really see any people eating.
Is there
Everyone
very
seems to be,
loud
like,
music?
only drinking. It's not very loud, but there is like there's like a bar you would assume of some sort like up on
Beatboxing.
like a little bit of part. Yeah, exactly.
How good
playing a
and
little
or
bit
bad
into
are they?
speaker. They're fine. It's pretty like mediocre, like what you've heard in a lot of taverns around. It's also there's a lot of people talking quite loudly and everything, so it's not people aren't here for the music. You also get the impression it's kind of just like providing some sort of background thing, so people don't get like kind of bored in conversations. But yeah, you can also see that it's very much like you don't really see anybody like eating. Like there's some people like kind of like eating like like peanuts and like kind of dried meat while like drinking, but there's no like kind of full meals or whatever being served. It's not really that kind of establishment.
Most people here wouldn't know much. Don't think so, at least.
Only employed people there.
He did seem to be the biggest draw.
While ago.
I mean, the locals should know all about the circus, right? I mean, the circus has been here for quite a while.
Yes, reason
Yeah,
for
how-
business.
How long ago did the guy go missing again?
2 weeks?
About like
Too
3
long.
weeks or something.
Yeah.
Is that what you said, Jacko?
I said 2 weeks, but 3 weeks sounds right, right?
2 to 3? Yeah, 2 to 3. So. I was like, I'm pretty sure
Somewhere
it was
around
like this. Yeah. Exactly.
Enough that he is definitely dead.
Always a chance. But yeah, you can kind of see, like, from looking around this, you kind of, to take an eye, like, you're taking an eye for this place. There is for, like, a mix, like, maybe most of the people here probably look like they're travelers or sailors. Like, some are still, like, wearing plated clothes they would use on their boats, and, are just, like, have that look about them. And then you see, like, a few more who are locals, like, kind of chatting with them and, like, either flirting or whatever. But, it seems like there is, like, a pretty kind of big mix in the end. Like, certainly it's in this. But it's quite easy to see who is, like, probably more out of towners and who are more locals. Who, whatever, 9 film characters who have good perception anyway.
Are there any people there that we recognize from the circus? Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you have a look around, and you give me a perception check for this quite like a busy room. Like obviously like you can see more, but it's just like, if you spot anything in particular. Okay, yeah, Nate, you scouting around, taking like a look up above the floors. Same with you, Johnny, Mr. Investigator over there. You see, there's actually a couple people you recognize. Johnny, what's the? We've been born in public. You just rolling a few dice. All right.
No, I'm just rolling 2 dice. I always roll 2 dice. Bad luck. Right
Okay,
now.
sure. You see a couple of people you recognize are like the ones who are like also like helping the ringmaster take tickets, and like kind of you saw them like in the camp when you were looking around when you were going towards Talia. Look more like they're probably odd hands. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like you don't think they had any sort of particular job. You saw them kind of helping out with various shows, like and just like kind of outfits who have quite circusy, but didn't seem to like really have their own speciality. They were, like helping take the elephants backstage, like, being like the assistants in the strongman act to like, like get the weights ready and all that kind of stuff. So more like stage hands. Apart from that, you do see one person at the bar looks, they kind of back it, so you can really tell from their build and everything, they look like they were the strong man from the show. And they have like a few people around them, kind of like, chatting with them animatedly as they're, like having a drink.
Okay, so Johnny runs up to there.
What he runs up to there? Oh wow, you know anything
And
right? I like it. I like it.
and starts talking animatedly.
Did you do that, Johnny?
Says, "Surf's up, bros."
Right, Johnny. So Johnny, you have surfed on over to the bar. Is that correct?
Surf over the bar. I walk over to the bar. I'm not gonna create water in the bar.
No. Sure, that's crazy. That's great.
You do still do the motions, right? As if you're surfing.
Whoa, what's up?
Cowabunga, brother.
Yeah. Okay, Johnny. Yes, you want to like
Racist
walk up? Are you
lady.
trying to like somehow get into this conversation, or what do you say?
It's a conversation with who again?
It's the strong man who you saw during the show, and like a few
Okay.
a few women who are around him, and like kind of chatting.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay.
Don't you
Yeah,
psych
I'm
yourself
like-
up? I got this.
No, it's like let's double check the exact scores.
Lingo.
It's like walk over there. Yo, hey bro, big bro, big strong bro.
Okay.
Got a minute?
You already
Trying to
fucking
get
wasted,
information
huh?
or hitting on him? I'm confused.
he kind of turns and he looks up at people, gives you like a nod and a smile, like ready to drink, and then kind of like turns back to like he's like yeah, and then already like starts to turn back to the other people he's chatting with.
I kind of move closer, like
Oh yeah.
Lean in a little bit.
Yo,
Whisper
need,
sweet, bro,
no,
nothing's into his ear.
I want to talk about the missing acrobat a little bit. Got a minute, bro?
He kind of rolls his eye a little bit. He's like, "All right, excuse me, ladies." And he kind of like stands up and like and then like it's like kind of just like takes you a little bit further away, so you're like in like a slightly quieter bit, but it's still like background noise. He's like, "Yeah, who are you?"
Well, I'm part of the group that's investigating where he disappeared off to, potentially. Do you have anything you can tell me? Seen him last? I don't know.
Saw him last, kind of things.
Like when he disappeared.
I saw him the night he disappeared, right? He was working that night, so I saw him on the show. We were both fair that night. We kind of keep a bit, we don't really step on each other's toes when we're out and about, but I saw him there.
He was here? Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely remember seeing him in a few.
And like Squidman, did you guys get along?
Yeah. He kind of like, blows out some air, like, I don't know, not really. I mean, we were colleagues, I guess. We both worked on the circus, but I never chatted with him outside work, really.
Did many people not get along with him?
I mean, he wasn't the most popular, I guess. But he also, I don't think, really cared. Kind of, often kept company outside the circus. So, I'm guessing play. I mean,
Any
there were a few.
I guess maybe you wouldn't know. Any like people he met with commonly outside? Did you just like saw him in here? With?
I mean, he wasn't stingy with his time and evenings, I suppose could be one way to say it. So yeah, I saw him around every so often with often a different person on his shoulder.
Yeah, but sure, but more like people saw him with multiple times.
Well, say again. The music's kind of loud, isn't it?
People saw him with multiple times, bro.
I saw
And people
him multiple
repeating,
times. Yeah, he looks like he's like actually trying to think about it.
what kind of person on
Oh,
his
did you
shoulder?
grow up with Whelm? It's saying? I kind of thought it was like more just like kind of Johnny who went up, but that doesn't need to be the case if you wanted to, Miha. So I just
Yeah, I mean, I'm here now. I mean, Nate,
Sorry, love.
Nate's just like listening over the shoulder, or
and then just like
something.
Yeah.
Just pipes in.
Sorry, what did you say? You kind of
what kind of person on his shoulder that you mentioned? Like those girls here?
shrugs. Yeah, I'm sure you can use your imagination, but yeah.
So
Someone excited to meet someone, famous, I guess is the way to put it. Kind of looks like you did get he seemed like a little like fame. He doesn't maybe consider him to be famous, but he puts it that way.
so now that he's not here, it's you that with the entourage here.
Hey, I did plenty of right before when he was here. All right, I don't know what you're insinuating. You think I need to take an handle of a guy in my turf? No, it was fine. But well.
Pop up on the other shoulder.
He's a little defensive, you can tell. But he's like, well, how many fucking are you on? What is this? I didn't know it was got that interrogation. He looks a little pissed off, in the second thing of like popping up.
So he did not
mean,
steal. That's good. But the night he disappeared, was he with someone specific? Do you remember?
Yeah, your friend just asked me that. I remember, no, that night, I reckon, I remember he was with he was swinging with a group of ladies, but he actually went home alone that night. At least no one followed him out of the door, which was a bit unusual for him, and it was a bit earlier than normal, actually, now I think about it. But,
Inside check.
yeah. Well, he's also doing a lie check. You can do an inside check, yeah.
Ah, so he's lying. We got him, boys.
No, I mean,
Back.
alright, he would be doing a lie check. But you can inside him. Okay, you think like it's like very hard to have like really accurate records. Like this was 3 weeks ago, right? I think the guy probably had a couple at that same time. He's like he kind of gets the impression like this is what he thinks, but he's not that sure. But like he kind of just wants to say like he's like doesn't want to say I don't know, that it's suspicious, but like he thinks he saw him leave or something like that.
Okay.
And he kind of like turns back to Johnny and you'll quit anyone he was with a lot. I mean. Yeah, he's smiling. There was one lady, I think, who I saw him with a good few times. Can't remember her name, but she had he kind of chuckles, might not be that much. Long blonde hair, probably early 20s. He kind of looks around the inn, realizes how many people he's describing who look like this, and he's like, no, but she had I remember she had a fucking ear piercing in her left ear. It had a little like starfish, dried one in that.
Very specific.
I never met her name.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looked like shit, so I remember it quite well. I saw her speaking with her a few nights, but I mean, often it wasn't even like her alone, right? She was often in the group he was chatting with.
Interesting. Yeah, have you seen this woman here since he disappeared?
Since then, since 3 weeks ago, yeah. Hasn't chatted with me, but I've seen her in I haven't seen her tonight, but she pops in every so often, yeah. I think she's
live on the island?
I think so. Kind of girl that I haven't had a conversation with her myself, but I mean, I've seen her like every so often for a few weeks, and not many people traveling through stay that long.
If you
20 questions over yet, or can I get back to
one more for me,
Oh.
then I'm gone.
You're
If
gone
you-
about the rest. Yeah.
If you were to point fingers at anyone who might have made him disappear, who would you point to? Remember,
He's
if
like,
you point one
fuck, man, I
finger,
don't know about that. I don't really want to point a finger, and you're going to go and give him the fucking cert to be like you are to me.
no, just asking questions.
I have to point a finger. I don't really know, man.
Might as well.
I don't
We
really-
gotta put the phone. We're never gonna tell you pointed the finger at it. So
Yes, no.
bro, what's the deal?
point
Just-
a finger.
What did those professors say? Theoretical.
I mean, if I had to guess, the person who knew him the best, or I guess had the most to gain, would have been Talia, if you know her. Like, she's the other acrobat. Kind of shrugs. Like, she's the one getting most of the applause now he's no longer there. I mean, I don't fucking actually. He's like, he put like, pretend, to be honest, I don't really think she would have done that. But I mean, if I had to give a name, I don't know who else would have any fucking motive.
I see. Let's get the cuffs. Get her.
Hey, now, you kind of, he's a big guy. He kind of put you a big sausage finger with you. You said you would fucking just, you said I had a pointed one.
Sorry, I joke. Pleasure working with you tomorrow.
He's like, wait a second, I'm with you.
No,
Your
go
little
back.
shitty bird arms, swallowed fucking twins. Alright, you easily fucking shake that. Yeah, good one. Good for joke. I think you want to roll with him. And then he heads back to, his like little group of individuals he left at the bar.
So, I guess we're looking for the starfish prison girl.
Sounds like a good next step, bro. I guess.
Okay. You what's it called? You want to just like maybe ask around about, like, you don't see her, but I guess you could like ask around, see if anyone knows her or whatever. Or what do you say?
Gather some information.
Okay, yeah. So let's say like you don't. I mean, I'll say like you quickly like don't immediately see her, right? But like there's maybe like 50 people here, so it's quite easy to see she's not here. But then if you want to spend some time, maybe chatting with some of like the younger clientele. Well, I mean you're pretty young, but young in terms of like there's a lot of like slightly older sailors and stuff in here. But yeah, to ask around, see if anyone knows her, and to gather some information. Then anyone who wants to do so can spend like an hour, hour and a half. Because you're obviously not trying to be like I can go up and just be like, hey, this person. But then people don't really like answering questions like that, especially in the shackles. There's a lot, a lot of types who aren't the most comfortable with the law.
I mean,
So,
we'll
yeah,
have
you-
Altair go undercover, right?
You have Outtake undercover, yeah?
As
No. This is
teenager.
Johnny's
Eligible young
thing.
veteran. Is it Johnny? No, Johnny's like, how do you do, fellow kids? With like his forge,
Exactly.
Right, Johnny, I guess give me a
We need some
diplomacy
21
check
Jump
as
Street
you try and like
action
gather
going on.
information in this.
It's a secret.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
It'll
I'm so
be
good at this.
secret, by the way. It's gather information. If anyone's going
Ian-
around, would you- sorry.
Ian's gonna be able to laugh at this himself.
Yeah, I'll let you know what it is after.
Nice plus, huh? I have a nice plus.
Nice.
Bro,
Remember,
it's-
what is
I'm
what
looking
is
for
the
someone
role
with a
for
real
gathering
ugly
information?
earring.
It's diplomacy. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do one as well.
Okay, so Outtake is like going up, after old man. Johnny's the
Just
youngest.
watching everyone stumble.
Yeah, Johnny
gotta
afterwards
help.
kind of picks up the conversation after he sees you leave or whatever. Yeah, you can give me a number. Okay, so Johnny, yeah, so we'll go with you first. Yeah, so you're like asking around, it's been a while since you always, I don't know, I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe, you always been more like, this sort of like closed-in environment with like the loud noise and all the people, it's kind of hard to have like a proper conversation, and you're used more to, a little bit of a different environment. So it's a little tough for you to figure out like the easiest way to like get involved. And like, a couple times when you try, you just come off like a bit too like abrupt, like, like asking about this person, when it doesn't really come up with anything at all. And, you don't really seem to get much. You mentioned the name a couple of times, and people would be like, or not the name, but the description a couple of times, and people would just like, be like, well, what's it to you? It's like, just a little confused. And you don't really seem to get anywhere after your time.
Wow.
But it's also not like you don't do terribly. It's not like, people are like, really rude to your face. It just seemed like a little sort of just like changing the topic, or like just like shrug and say like, they're not sure.
Okay. So I didn't roll that bad.
You know, garbage. No. Yeah, I would say you're seeing Johnny like kind of stumble a little bit. His attempts to find out, and you do it a much more, I guess, natural sort of way, like talking about the client. Maybe I don't know, how do you like describe someone so briefly? Maybe you say you're looking for an old friend, or that you've seen in the town before, or like you've was hoping to run into them. Blah blah blah. You make up some kind of like nice casual excuse. And after like the third group or whatever people you talk to, they're like a group of fairly young women who play out for like just like a nice drink together, like on a girls' night out or whatever, who have a chat, and they're like, oh, that's fuck names. How can I never think of the name? That's Fiona. She comes in quite often.
Fiona, is it? Okay.
Mhm.
Do you know the last time she was here?
Trying to think. What day is it? Any day is it? It's the moon day.
Calistral.
Yeah, well, that's a month, What moon day is it?
Nope. It's today.
I think maybe I saw her in here on Fire Day. and then another one pops up, and they're like, "Yeah, but I saw her at the market on Stardate." You know, that's like today's
Yeah.
Monday and Friday and Stardate are like Friday, Saturday.
Gotcha.
No way.
Crazy,
Oh my
right?
God.
I know.
I mean, Stardate could be
Wait,
Sunday,
Sunday.
man.
Saturday?
But Star
Let's face it.
is the sun, right?
Yeah.
So Starday is the Sunday.
What is Sunday actually in this?
Sunday.
That's a Sunday.
It's,
So in context,
you gotta
it would
learn
never
your
be
days. From now on, you
Sunday.
gotta learn your days. I want you to only ever use the correct days from now on. It's
Moon Day, Fire
toil
Day.
day, because you do a lot of work, so it's toil
I
day.
just shortened it. It's Moto, we, Oa,
No,
Feast,
no.
and Sa.
No, then
Sorry,
wheel day.
I
don't
don't make the
know what wheel
rules.
day
That's what it
means.
shows on the
Then
calendar.
Oath Day is on a Thursday. That's when you sign all the
Okay.
contracts. It's Oath
Well,
Day.
Oh.
Then Fire Day, Star Day.
I can remember this. Yeah.
Yeah. They invented the last fucking names. I wish for the day when we all signed our
Toil
contracts. That'd be cool.
Dude, Arthur is the name of Thor. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. It's the best of the days. Yeah.
Which one?
Why is
Thursday?
winter? Why is winter called winter, not like
Because it's
It's
the language.
season or
There-
something?
Holy shit.
It's been translated to our language, you know. We
Why
Yeah.
is winter called? Why is winter called winter? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Why have they not translated?
Probably something to
Anyway,
do with paganism.
yeah. I think I saw her Fire Day. No, she was at the shops on Saturday, on Star Day. I saw her buying some bananas.
And then where would these the shops be? Sorry, we are new to the island.
Oh, every well, most days, but the markets are biggest on Star Day and Sunday. You know, we have a big market down the high street, but you know, the streets down there where you can also pick up general supplies. And she says it's just I mean, from here, she kind of like points in direction, you know, like kind of further into town from the tavern, which is very near the dockside. You can't really miss it, I think, if you just try to, you know, walk towards the center of the town.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the help. I appreciate it.
Of course. No, don't want to stay for another drink.
Maybe one more, and then like I'll just kind of.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you have a nice drink, and then you know, get your fellow. Yes, so you know, you and Quicksil and what's it called? Nate, are you just having a nice drink, just like chatting with each other, just at the bar, like
Over at
sipping
the
a beer,
kids'
just looking
table.
around, being like, you know, this kind of feel the bar, like, what are we meant to do now? We're here.
Is there a dance floor?
There's a little bit of a dance floor, yeah.
No.
Oh no.
There's a little bit of a dance floor.
Guys, have you heard the birds word?
Practice.
You wanna get on the dance floor?
Because the bird. Bird.
I mean, after a few,
Yeah, I mean, how could you stop
I'll
this?
try to partake in this human ritual called
Oh, that's how you want to put it?
dancing.
Give me a performance check. Were you like trying to find a partner to like dance with, or were you kind of running yourself?
No, I'm just vibing.
It's
Just
full
vibing.
like I guess I don't know how popular Seinfeld is in your age group or
Mm.
outside of the U.S.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
But like
I respect it.
I just have a feeling this is the Eileen dance. With wings.
I've seen that one actually, even though I've not the name of it. Oh man. Okay. I mean, Crystal, you can see for yourself. Those of you watching, and you're kind of watching now. You know, this
It's
is
just a
you know,
lot
really
of
how they-
feathers like
This is
flying
really how
around.
they
Nobody
did it when
really
you were
knows.
young and you were going to the bars. You know, it was a more civilized time, the pirate age. Now these young people around.
This is why Crix doesn't have a mate. His mating dances.
Exactly. You see Crystal trying to show off, and it's just, you know,
Like I'm doing the
maybe
chicken
among
dance, it's-
Birds,
it's-
maybe among birds, it's very good, but among the humankind, it doesn't really have the impressive nature of it. So he's getting, you know, he's getting quite a wide berth on the dance floor. Whether or not people really want to give him the space to operate, you know, and really show what he
Yeah,
can do.
I
all
respect
because
it.
people
I'm
don't really want to
thankful.
be seen with him. Yeah, but yeah, okay, nice. But Nate, you were just kind of sitting there watching the crowd for the remainder of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? I mean, I'll taste some local beverages.
Hitting up Jaeger.
Like,
Mm.
Yeah, no, they have some nice kind of like, you know, rums which, you know, are very popular in the on the ships, you know, and every so often you think they probably do a thing, like again, it's like a big trade town, so every so often probably a ship comes in and like trades some of that for like some of the local stuff. So they have quite a big amount on show. We saw, by the way, at some point Cooper did seem to like, you know, go and just, you know, like chat with some new people, and you know, it seems to be like, you know, enjoying a bit of a different company for once. No offense to you all.
offended.
Good. And yeah, eventually, I guess, you know, well, maybe Chris will still, you know, just about finish up on the dance floor. Johnny and out here, you kind of finished up, you know, asking around the cabin. It's quite late now, you know. Now it's about like, you know, probably about 10 p.m. But you know, it's still the nice young. So
I'll holster my popping and locking.
Yeah, okay.
You man, I didn't find anything out.
You're muted,
Super.
Josh, if you're talking.
So hard to talk
I
to.
haven't talked yet.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure if
So hard to talk to, bro.
And, well,
How do people communicate?
you just know how to. You need to learn to charm them. Not
Yeah,
everyone reacts well to being called pro. You know?
No, bro.
Before we play these, we're really put off.
These
Yeah.
cities are just horrible. Just just.
Yeah.
It
But
was
they
so
did find
different.
out
We were
some
just
good
out on the
information.
beach, you know.
Yes,
The woman you found
metropolis.
out about, right? From the guy you
Yeah.
pressured awkwardly into talking with us. He, her name appears to be Fiona. She was here just a few days ago, about 3 days ago. She was seen in the markets 2 days ago. She does seem to frequent this area and the markets, so you may have some luck. Sticking around here.
Suspicious.
Mm.
Why did she go to the market so often?
I did find out where that
I
is.
think I guess there's probably not much happening there right now.
Yeah, they did say that the market is mostly a weekend thing.
Oh, even that. Okay.
So you'd have to wait for additional 4 days or so
That's a lot.
before it
Of
really
days.
picked up.
Impossible. Better ask
Yeah.
people in markets. Where she
So,
You can ask that, or again, we can always keep an eye out here because she has frequented this establishment before.
And if she hasn't been here in a couple of days, that means she's about to come here any day. Right?
That would be the
Fine. Star day
might
evening.
possible. Yeah. So
Wait, what day is it? It's Monday, right? Moon day.
Follow
Moon
her.
day evening.
Moon Day.
wait for her.
Moon Day,
So,
Moon Day.
are we waiting for her to turn up here in the inn?
I think we can,
Follow follow her then?
potentially. Well, I mean, we could just
In
talk
the
to her.
night,
Why would we follow her?
chop her head off.
Whoa.
Nate.
A sly Nate's drink away from him.
Take
It's a few drink,
no
yeah.
more room for you, Nate. No more room for you.
What are we doing here?
That's up to you, my friend. You are the leader of this troop.
Johnny's like, what?
Yeah.
You have been promoted captain.
Me? I'm captain?
No. We're in a circus, so he is the troop leader while we are
Yeah.
here.
Your captain.
Oh, that's the term for the circus? Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, you're the.
Okay.
Yeah. When we're on the ship, obviously Nate is in charge. Clearly, he's the captain.
Oh yeah, he definitely has just proven why he can't be in charge of that.
Exactly. His first thought, which is, I'll be honest, a little surprising, Nate, is to take a poor woman out and murder
it
her.
was a
Apparently,
joke. Come on.
yes.
The joke, the joke.
Squint my eyes a little bit at him. Of course, a joke. I get
A
it.
joke that's
That's-
very out of character for you, bro.
No, he does. He has dropped a lot of hats.
You know, maybe it's back to his youth now that he's having Jaeger bombs, and it's back to his college days.
I'm having what?
Jaeger bomb, right? No.
Are those like?
That's a classic drink.
Those are the things Cooper makes. You throw
It's
them.
really popular in the Shackles.
Legitimately, are those things like outside of the U.S. that college students have?
Yeah,
Just to
yeah.
get blind drunk.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I assume so with
Yeah,
the name,
yeah,
but
for sure.
I mean, I used to like Jaeger.
Wait, you don't have
with
Jaeger
Coke.
bombs in the US?
oh yeah.
No,
It's
No,
like
he
a
was asking
staple
if
thing, yeah.
if we're
drunk
uncivilized
U.S.
enough, then
students.
like-
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. When you guys made it, you think? Yeah, probably.
I have never had one because I don't like
that's just
alcohol.
Jaeger
but,
shots,
like,
right?
Did you
No,
drink them
Jaeger
in
bomb is
like
when you
in
put
like
the
red
Jaeger
cups?
Oh yeah, you have solo cups. No. But a Jaeger bomb is when it's Jaeger but in an energy drink. Oh no, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah.
Jaeger bomb here is typically like a Red
Red
Bull.
Bull. Red Bull's a classic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. I did drink that, but just like not like a shit ton of them.
No. Sure you then. It's okay, you're not on trial.
I'm sure it's really good for your
Damn,
heart.
oh my god.
Jaeger, Red Bull, or
That's
That
so
But
is-
Miha can
sweet,
attest, right?
isn't
You
it?
guys have drunk both together.
I mean, yeah, so Sweden to keep you awake is perfect. What do you mean?
exactly.
I mean, Jaeger is so sweet anyway. I mean, if you add like more sugar stuff.
More sugar, more better. You know.
More sugar,
Yeah,
more
yeah,
fat.
It's the
pretty-
U.S.
pretty
mantra.
Exactly. Okay, so what you want to
replace
discuss
sugar
Jaeger
with
bombs?
artificial corn syrup, but whatever.
Oh, delicious. So
So yeah, I think we could potentially split up a little bit. Maybe have 2 of us head down towards it. Ask more information. Down at the shops. See if there's anyone there who remembers her, gets more information, and some of us can stay here just in case she shows up.
Hmm.
That's
All
a
right,
very good plan. I like it.
I'll stay here.
Others.
As I sip my drink.
I think.
Yeah, you continue. You should continue to practice acrobatics here.
Who's the next best at talking to people in our
no.
group? I forget. I'm assuming Johnny, but I don't know.
It's you and then like everyone else.
Yeah, I mean,
Same
you
up.
say, no, it might be like a fucking three-way tie at the bottom.
Possibly me, 'cause
Racing to
I
the
have
bottom.
the-
Got it.
I have
I have a nice big +0.
Same.
what's
Are
it
you-
called?
Jeez. What is
And
your
for
wait, what is all of your
improvisation?
diplomacies? Just out of curiosity.
Oh,
I
zero.
don't
Oh,
know.
Nate is an untrained improviser, right? So
Yeah,
Nate is
I
really good.
So he's got at least,
Yes, I
+6
am.
or whatever, a 5.
I have 9 diplomacy.
Yeah, you get your full level
9
now.
diplomas.
It's be nice.
Sure. Oh, no. Oh, right. You guys
Charisma dump
upgraded.
stat, easy peasy.
Yeah, I got a +19.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a
What?
gulf between.
I am
would say
now
at the
officially a
top.
master at diplomacy.
Yeah.
If
I think
you
it's-
roll a 1 and I roll a 20,
it's the
we
same.
die?
No,
But you
it
get
does
the
get
critical
downgraded by the
success.
nat one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yours gets
But yeah,
upgraded by
you
natural
tie though.
20.
You do make
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, true. Okay, so sorry, the plan was so it is now a bit like after 10. So you're not convinced how busy the market's gonna be or the shops or how many
Yeah.
will be open, but of course you can go have a look.
The pirate town, right? Well, no, it's not really.
I mean,
Like a
is
trade
it,
town more, but
is it like a party town? Or,
Party town.
I mean,
it's like a docks, like the bars at the docks, and you could probably find some sort of supplies still open, but like the vast majority of stores and everything would be closed. But I mean, yeah, it is like you would still have people who like sailing, like getting here super late because maybe the tides were bad or whatever. Right? So it does kind of have some sort of a 24/7 feel on the actual dock itself.
yeah, I mean, in the evening you have the the nice part of the town by the docks. There's like
The
young
boulevard.
ladies parading up and down, and
Sure, yeah. I mean, just
Each
saying,
reminiscing.
the shops are what I'm really saying might not be
Yeah,
open
Well,
during it.
the palms, the Palm Beach,
selling, like,
the
jewelry and
Yeah. You see some like campfires at the
Oh.
water, people who like left the bar because maybe it's a bit too loud in there and want to have a like, drink by the surf. For sure, there's a few bit of that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
sorry,
sure,
there was a splitting up. What was happening? Just so.
yeah, I think either Crixel or Nate should come with me.
Yeah.
Nate.
Oh, alcohol,
I don't
yeah.
think Nate should stay in the
Crixel is
bar.
fine,
The
yeah.
alcohol is
Oh, that's a good point. The alcohol is
not
having a
going
bad
well with you.
Like the villain,
Yeah,
I would say.
apparently I've had enough of the alcohol.
Violent.
You know,
Okay, so where were you going?
need some fresh air.
We're just heading down towards the market just to kind of look
Okay.
around.
Yeah, sure.
If there are people there, we'll potentially ask around about Fiona.
Yep, sure. So yeah, you two, and then the other two of you just heading in the bar, and like you're not replanning or anything. You're just kind of chilling, having some drinks,
Yeah.
just in case she
Yep,
shows
they're
up.
going to be
Chilling.
the
I'll be
Aragorn in
Chilling,
the dark
dancing,
corner
and,
of the bar,
you know,
waiting.
keeping an eye
Oh,
out.
but never mind. Apparently, I had
No.
a very different idea.
I'll be
Hiding
like
in a corner.
if,
I mean,
if
okay,
we're like
how
sure.
much like do we stand out as a bird and a blue person?
Blue dude, not as much as you would think. Like it's not that well lit in here.
other
Like,
undying.
people wearing like different outfits. There aren't any other undying that you can see, but there are like some other races. There's it's mainly human is definitely the predominant kind, but there's also there's a few elves. There's definitely a few half elves. There's like one or two halflings. There's like a few dwarves who showed up a bit later in the evening and like drinking a lot at the bar. So there's a decent mix. You are the only Tengu right now.
Yeah. There's about 20 heavily armed lizard men
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Great old time. No, there were no
Looking right
lizard
for
men,
us.
No lizard
outside
men,
by the
actually.
door,
No lizard men actually.
looking menacingly.
There's two Kitsune who are getting a couple. We'll have like a conversation about them because they're probably a little better to
Oh,
see
wow.
in the water. So there's a couple of those. Okay, so yeah, you want to just kind of stay around there, and those you. Okay, so yeah, you go down, you walk towards the market. You see, there's like a few. There's like a decent amount of foot traffic. Many people who like either heading into the bar, even though it's quite late, or there's like a couple of bars which are the most popular. and there's other people heading home. There's a little when you kind of get to there's kind of like a square like you would see like kind of in a classic kind of European like in a town square where you see like kind of some nice kind of like seating places like benches, and there's also like some shops open. There's a few sort of like street food things that people go into after like a night out, like some like kind of grilled fish and everything on skewers that seem to be quite popular, have a few lines. None of like the actual like shops, like stores, like kind of general, like like apothecary or like just general goods or a butcher, whatever. Like they don't seem to be open. Or the fishmonger, I guess, more than a butcher is more likely. But there's a few people like some people are just kind of like drinking on the street. Probably bought like a bottle of rum somewhere and don't really want to be in the bar. So it's also like that kind of vibe. So it's fairly busy still, but you don't see very many like shops.
Okay. I should like kind of look around just for Fiona specifically based on the description or small groups of people.
Sure. You give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Blind, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah. If you're also just looking at it, see if I guess you would be seeing if you play like I guess doing a search downtime like expedition action or whatever as you're kind of like looking through this place. You're both. Look at you both with the same modifier and everything. So you're also similar. You're like both scan at the same time. You got like that kind of bit of a martial presence in your mind. You see, a lot of the people here are probably younger than those in the bar. So maybe like there isn't really like an official drinking age, but maybe it's just like the kind of group like association different, right? Like you want to drink with people your own age, so maybe they're more comfortable like doing it out here and kind of like as a party rather than like being inside. But there's also like a lot of like older people. You don't have like see Fiona specifically when you're looking around. I mean, you do feel like you get a good look of like everyone. Like even in the dim light, you're able to make out faces quite clearly, and especially like earrings and everything. But you think it's just unlikely that she's probably in the street tonight.
From what we've
like
you said, he described her as probably like early 20s. You said
early 20s, blonde.
Is there like any group of people that are around that kind of same age? And she didn't seem to be wearing like any super fancy clothing. She didn't look like she came from money. So
they said she was like probably a local or anything, right? Yeah. Okay. So you're looking kind of like who looks like they're like around town. You're probably
who like look familiar here. Like they're clearly comfortable in the spot, like with a group around that age.
Okay, yes. You definitely see that, yeah. You see, like, a group who are, like, standing at, like, one of these street food things, like, a group of, like, 4 girls, kind of, like, seem like having a laugh, they probably have a bit too much to drink, who are, like, kind of standing in line to, like, buy some of this food. And they do kind of, then they all look kind of local, like, the way they're, like, kind of chatting and just, like, laughing, they seem be very comfortable.
Actually, I was like, I was going to come over and be like, hello, fellow kids, but I was like, wait, that's just me as a person, not me as a character, because I'm only 25 and
yeah, the guys are, like, out there, it's, like, almost the same age,
Exactly.
Like, roguish,
But yeah, like, I'll just kind of get over there and start to try to like ingratiate myself with them a little bit, right? Like,
okay, yeah, over diplomacy, I guess, and you're just trying to be like, hey, how's it going, fellow kids? But not actually saying that.
Exactly.
Okay, look, what does it matter to get some nice fried squid around here? And it's like, oh, like just a place.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so you seem to get on. Yeah, you seem to ingratiate yourself quite well. You're charming. You're clearly they like see you and you're like kind of well dressed. And you play like out of town, so they like immediately like no. They're like kind of interested to ask.
A very interesting accent,
That's... Exactly. Oh, half-elf, wow. Yeah.
The short ears, wow.
Okay, no.
I'm just like, kind of getting a sense, letting him know, like, oh, my friend and I are here. Luckily, Nate doesn't look like an old man anymore. So that helps.
Yeah. My granddad would make up his team.
Exactly. Otherwise, I would have totally had to say that. No.
For all the hip places.
Like,
I'm his dad,
No, I'm just kind of like trying to get a general sense for like how familiar they are with this area, how big the area, like different things about it, right? Like, and we just kind of make it's clear that I'm not a local, so I'm trying to just learn a little bit more about the area. Like, what are the things that I need to do while I'm here? I'm here for a couple days, type of thing, and then actually, and then like I try to like slowly but surely, kind of by gaining their trust and just asking these questions, be like, oh, by the way, I'd heard I was up at the bar and someone mentioned. I don't know, maybe someone around their age named Fiona? Are you familiar? She had the starfish earring of some kind.
Yeah, okay, so just briefly, just in case you're interested, like a little bit of information about the town that, they say as you're kind of like getting to this point.
Yeah.
The town is very much kind of like almost, like a summer town in the US, I guess, probably also in UK as well, where like, in the summer you probably get like a lot of tourists like visiting, so it becomes quite popular and the locals come outnumbered. It's kind of like that here, but because of like the kind of climate in the Shackles and everything, it's almost like a year-round kind of thing, because it's such a trade town. It's almost like maybe if you had a cruise town, like a lot of places people like stopping destinations nowadays. It's like you kind of like a swamp, but it's also like the big industry. Yeah, exactly like that. So they say like I mean it's busy around here, but most people aren't here for too long, so it gets a little boring when you're out away from the harbor. So it seems this place itself is maybe traditionally was like a much smaller town. In the past, like maybe 20, 30 years has really like exploded as like trade and everything has like increased in the Shackles and like the surrounding area. And yes, they all seem to like they all seem to be locals who lived here most of their life. And yeah, you mentioned Fiona, and like, oh yeah, Fiona, she's also from here. Yeah, they say, yeah, they kind of like nobody's thinking you're just like chatting out the area, and she like, oh yeah, she lives up next up the hill over there. And she kind of like points up, just like there's like the town kind of continues up where the house like kind of spread out a little bit more, and there's like a like some houses built up. Yeah.
So I'll just kind of keep, discussing a little bit with them, so it doesn't seem like it's they gave me the information I want and I'm immediately gone, right? Like I try to make it seem like that was just kind of a question in passing, and now I'm back to our other discussions.
Exactly.
Do that for maybe another couple minutes, and then be like, well, I do need to take my friend back up to just make sure we get our spot for the night. But I appreciate your help.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, let me know if you're in town much longer. They give you like a wink as like they leave.
Oh, look, trust me, I wouldn't forget. Thank you. And I gotta give him a wink back, and then.
Okay. So smooth. So they sound like scripting like what they're chatting about.
So did you figure out what's the best place to buy food out here?
Oh yeah, definitely got that. For sure.
Yeah. They were saying this.
I have like the name of like the local best place, like they're the hole in wall that the people who are tourists who come here, they don't know to go there. It's the local secret stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Tell you like the best kebabs.
Nice.
We stop off to get one of those like that's closest on the way towards Fiona's.
Nice, yeah. Okay, so you're heading. You did the two. You're heading there like straight now.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, it's now about 10:30, something like that. And yeah, those of you in there, you see that around maybe 15 minutes. Like you're kind of watching around. You're not doing anything in particular. But once it might catch your eyes after like 15 minutes, the strongman leaves the inn with like one of the girls he was talking to, like around his arm. But
that's all right.
Good for him.
I'll look at him.
You look at him. Yeah, okay. You like stand his guy down as he leaves.
Just like trail him and be like, how high is he on our list?
What? Suspects?
Suspects, yes.
I don't know.
High enough to follow?
I don't think he's... No? I don't think so. We could. But what if the girl shows up here in the meantime? No?
Right. Seems pretty scary. Don't think I can take him alone.
Be real. Not enough.
His title is Strongman.
Maybe not in a bronze contest, but in an acrobatic contest, I'm sure we can take him. In a straight fight, of course you can take him.
People, everyone on this island calls him Strongman. Must be the strongest there is.
I don't think that's quite how it works, bro. It's just his.
Anyways, won't risk it. I think.
Right? Yeah.
Seemed, I'll be on the up and up. Anyways, look at this. I've been drawing. I'm gonna go over my ideas for helping Johnny with maybe like mixing acrobatic jumps with well-timed shots. So maybe I shoot a rope.
Johnny chokes on his drink as he sees it.
So we're like a little line towards a rope, and this drops, and then a bag falls, but you'll jump right over it, and then I'll shoot you in the air, and you will dodge the bullet. I'll see.
I just also love the idea of a drunk Birdman in the bar, like waving a gun around.
Shoot you.
I'll be pointing with the gun, like this.
Wait, I think there's some like fucking bar music. I've not played this all the time. Wait a second.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, nice.
There we go. Anyway, so I should have had that going for a while. But okay, yeah. So you're waving around your gun while talking about your plans. Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
we're very on the down low.
Slightly ambitious, but I'm sure we can do this. And if you think we can, then I believe you, bro.
I'd rather do this than have an act solo.
Okay, so we do it your way, right? And then at some point, we swap our spots to make it interesting. And then you do the acrobatics and I shoot it.
Altair's not there, but you would know for a fact he's in. He loves this idea.
Like, best idea you've ever had, Johnny. Best idea you've ever had.
Haven't tried to fly in a while. Maybe. Just maybe.
What could go wrong, right?
What could go wrong? What could go right is a better question.
Many things could go right.
Indeed. I am game.
Okay. Great. We should.
I mean, I'm trained in
we should show your
acrobatics.
plan today. Oh, and I'm very trained in guns.
Yeah, you've seen me shoot.
Oh, man. Okay,
Just can kill some of this.
Oh, but maybe we start switched, and they think, okay, this is all right. They maybe don't know exactly what they're doing, but then we switch, and suddenly we become masters.
That's a great idea. I love that. That's a great idea, bro.
And then I'll put on a blindfold.
Okay. I like that.
okay.
Can we test out your blinded shooting a little bit?
No better time than now. Okay, good.
And the empty glasses.
Okay, as you two get discuss the fine arts of blind fighting with pistols. Okay, so you out there and so you're like heading up the road, just like in the direction you got pointed out. They didn't give you like an exact address, unless you kind of asked more. But and even then, who knows if they would. But yeah, they kind of said like, it's up this hill. I think her house is up there.
Yeah, as we get closer, obviously, right, like the general direction, I might, if people are walking on the road, ask them, like, oh, hey, I'm looking for Fiona's home?
Okay, yeah, it's a bit out of nowhere, so give me just a closely check as, like, you kind of just, like, just, like, do you know what it is? Okay, yeah, maybe they just think you're a kind-hearted individual, maybe they've had a bit too much into themselves, but, they kind of like, they kind of like, it's quite late. You see the person, it probably like looks like they probably not been out drinking, just actually the way they look at the night, you get like a closer look. So, they're probably not. Like, she lives with her father in the townhouse up there. And they kind of point to like, a little bit further down the street. They kind of like, but still late for visitors, unless they kind of raise an eyebrow. At like the two of you.
No, we're just dropping something off.
Okay. They kind of shrug and then just like, yeah, good evening then.
Kind of whoop ass.
To you. I mean, I don't know yet.
I don't know. Nate was very interested in that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm hesitant to actually go there. Once we know, maybe we come back the next day when he's sober.
No, I'm fine. It just, yeah, as they say it, it's a bit, suspicious. An old man visiting a young girl in the middle of the night. I mean, it's not middle of the night yet, right?
I mean, it's like 11 p.m.
I mean,
it's not
I don't think
early.
either of you are really old. We don't know how young.
Yeah, it was more just the both of you. It's why the person was a little surprised. But it was like two people, and they're like,
Oh,
okay.
do we know her age?
And do you have your like weapons and stuff with you? Like,
Yeah,
are you
sure
wearing
do.
a full bladed ship now, Miha? Like,
Oh, yeah, he probably is in his fucking full
are
plate.
you like in your like full plated?
God.
I mean, we just
like,
got off the ship and we just walked into town. So
Yeah.
probably,
True.
yes, right?
Yeah, but I have like a some plain clothes.
Yeah, you're just a bit bulky. You got your jeans on over your plate armor. You have like a big cloak. I don't think you can put just like clothes over
I
your.
love the idea. It's like
put a
a
cloak
jean
over.
jacket over the
He
top
has
of
like
a
3XL
Yeah.
over
He's
his
got
armor.
3XL. Okay, yeah, you got jeans on over. It looks a little odd, but you know.
Yeah, so
Oh,
but
no.
as we get closer, I'm like,
Long,
you know what? I think we may want the others. Would you mind running back and just grabbing them? I'll just wait here.
Running, you say?
I mean,
I mean,
you
Oh,
can walk.
To run.
I
Yeah.
just meant go get them
yeah,
expeditiously.
yeah. I'll go again.
You slowly walk
Sigh.
down, clanking as you go in your jeans.
Yeah.
I love you dancing in the jeans with the fucking plate armor sticking out the edge.
Providing his own
okay,
beats,
yeah.
you know, clank.
You see Nate lumber in, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
my mental image had completely been thrown off by the fact that
I
he's
know.
plate armor. Oh dear. Yes, okay, you two see Nate make his way back into the cabin.
Oh, by the way, as soon as he's out of eyesight, I go to her house.
Okay, sure. I see how it is. Look at him with the lie check, didn't even roll. He didn't lie,
I mean,
actually.
it's
That's
unbelievable.
not
Why wouldn't it?
Doesn't want to shower.
That's how it works.
What a meanie. He doesn't chat. Wow, okay. Okay, yeah, you go up there to the house that pointed out to you. We can do yours, I guess, first. But you'll probably get
Yeah,
there.
and it's like
before you
while
get
he's
back.
kind of out, because I don't know how long. It's probably not that long to go back.
No,
and
I
get
feel
him,
like
but-
10 minutes or something, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So about for 3-ish minutes, I'll just see if there's like lights and motion within the house at all. Just look like people are up and about.
Okay, yeah, it's 11. No, it's actually all the windows and stuff are dark when you were there. I forget, do you have any sort of low light vision?
I have low light vision.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So it's not like, you know, it's kind of like, there are some like street lights or like, you know, torches, so it's not like completely dark, but you can see that like, you know, the curtains kind of seem to be drawn on like the inside of the windows and stuff.
Yeah, and if I really need a dark vision, I have the goggles. But
Yeah, okay. No, there's enough like light kind of in the surrounding town, because
Yeah,
like some of the
okay.
houses have light on, there's kind of light in the streets and stuff like that, you know. But no, it looks
Gotcha.
like that house at least is quite quiet.
Okay. So it's just her and her dad. All right, I'll go knock on the door.
Okay.
Just debating about it.
Yeah, you kind of go knock on the door, and there's it's like a good, you know, maybe like 30 seconds to a minute or something later, and then you hear, you know, go your vape perceptors, you hear some sort of like shuffling of like footsteps beyond the door, and then yeah, it gets like open like a little bit, you know, like not like fully wide open. You see like a man, maybe in his late 40s or something, if you had to guess. Maybe.
Did you ever get Fiona's last name after talking to the different groups?
If you would, yeah.
I
if
would
you
have
like,
tried at
try
some
to, like,
point. Yeah.
Fuck. He names it so hard. I really need to have a name. Last name.
Smith.
Smith.
What is Fiona the from Shrek's last name?
Marlowe.
Yeah, exactly.
Marlowe.
Marlowe?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, sorry. Forgive the lateness of the evening, Mr. Marlowe.
Yes, you see, he is like seems to be in some sort of like, you know, bedclothes, like kind of like a gown
Yeah.
over him now.
I
Yes, it's
apologize.
some important matter. He looks all confused.
You could say that, yes. Sorry, my name is
Okay.
Altair. I've been brought on by what is the name of the circus again? Is there like an official name? Sorry, I'm throwing you for a loop tonight.
Yeah, what's the name of the circus we've been spending days at?
Hey, phone for a loop checker. You hear that? You hear that? I did have one, right?
I
Nate?
assume so.
Nate, circus name.
I guess.
I'll
Oh well, let's
find
do
it.
the what is the bounty board? Is that what it's called?
No, that doesn't have it. I did check.
Uh,
I
that's
fucking
your own
did
fault
have
then.
it. Nate.
Nate
Nate.
Doesn't have it.
doesn't have.
You don't have.
I,
You don't
I,
have.
I don't think we got told
Maybe I
the
didn't
name.
do it.
It was just the
Oh,
circus.
the seafaring
Yeah.
spectacle. We'll call it that.
Seafaring
Okay.
spectacle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yes, sorry, I've been brought on by the seafaring spectacle, the circus.
Oh,
Just
yes.
trying to look.
Yes,
Yeah, so looking into some information to the missing acrobat.
Okay,
It's
and
not too.
couldn't wait till morning. You seem like you want to know.
I said, unfortunately not. It's a little bit urgent, but I just had a few questions. It's specifically from your daughter. Is she available?
He like frowns a bit. She's asleep. Yes. Wait, do you think she's involved in this?
Oh no, not at all. She was seen with him, and we're hoping she might be able to provide some information of some of the people that she was seen with. And I'm trying to put it very much just like ease, like no. We think she might be able to
Yeah,
help.
yeah,
She's not
yeah.
involved actually in the disappearance or missing person.
Give me another deception. Not deception, sorry, diplomacy check.
I mean, it could be either, like in this case. But...
Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, I mean, you're technically, I guess, lying, but you're also like.
Yeah, I would say like it's
Yeah.
technically a worse roll for me, but it would be more
Yeah, I guess
deception
that
than
part,
diplomacy
yeah.
right now.
Sure, we can do
because I
deception.
have no
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
if she is or is not involved.
Sure. Do deception. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Well, what time is it at this point?
It's like 11.
It's like
yeah.
11 p.m.
Yeah, a 20-something-year-old girl is already asleep. This is
When I'm a
Again,
treat of a guy, I'm
if you
always
don't
asleep
have
by 11.
electricity in the internet,
What do
yeah,
mean?
you would be
It's like a Monday
suspicious.
night working in the morning. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So he seems like it's pretty good. Oh, no. I suppose if she can help, you find out what happened. I heard about it. All right, I'll go wake her up.
Thank you.
He looks a bit like, I guess you can come in. He kind of, opens the door.
I appreciate that.
He kind of nods and like just gestures like you see like a side room, like near to the opening where you can go sit, like kind of like a drawing room. And then you see him like head up some stairs, and and calling her. And yeah, after like it does take maybe 3 minutes or something. You're just sitting there. You're not you surreptitiously trying to sneak around the ground floor.
I mean, I just had to do a general like look right around, like.
Yeah, you think from the look of it, like fairly wealthy, or like at least fairly well off. Like look at a house around here, like for locals, probably not like very well, but like definitely like modest enough. Like they have like fine furnishings and stuff. Not like fancy china, everything like dresses, but at least decently.
What was the lead acrobat's name again? I keep forgetting.
Sylvanus Skydance.
That's right, Sylvanus Windrunner.
Yes. Never gonna be good. Always gonna get making up a name.
Yep.
Sylvanus. Yeah, but after about 3 minutes, you see her come down. She looks like a little like tired, but not like extraordinary. Yeah, and she's wearing some sort of like kind of dressing gown.
Okay.
She does look quite nervous.
Of course.
And she was like, "Yes,
Miss Marlowe, Fiona, correct? Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. Again, please forgive the lateness of the hour.
My father said you had something important.
That's correct. We're hoping my party and I, they're out discussing with others, but is she kind of by herself, or is like the dad sitting around like listening the whole time?
The dad is like standing by the door.
Okay.
I guess she's like sitting down opposite you.
Okay, yeah. So are we brought into like a living room, like where there's?
Like, so you would like show like a drawing room, like the kind of like
cool.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
So
Awesome. Sit down. It's like, it shouldn't take more than a few minutes. And I just start generally talking to her about like, hey, it sounds like you knew Sylvanus. Did you know him well?
Yeah, she looks a little awkward talking about with her dad there, like her dad's kind of like standing. She's one point she's like, "Dad, maybe make us some tea," and he like kind of gets it into like does like leave, to like kind of get him, to like go busy himself in the kitchen. And she certainly does look quite nervous. She's like, I had been getting to know him, I guess, fairly well. We had spent a few evenings together at the bar, and we'd had some drinks. Yeah. But,
and
I mean, I don't know if I can say I knew him well.
That's fine. Again, we're just trying to get a little more information from those who did know him, or who maybe saw him within the few nights before he disappeared. What can you tell me about what he was like in the few nights that you met with him?
I mean, he was charming. He had a lot of interesting stories. He seemed like he'd really seen a lot, and it was impressive. I don't know. I was a bit, I guess, excited to speak with him, so I didn't ask him that much about himself. He talked, I guess, more. He was happy, I guess, to talk about himself without me asking much. But he seemed. She looks like she already bring herself to say nice. She says like pleasant to have a drink with for sure. He seemed, was very willing to be the one buying.
And were you set to have another meeting with him?
No, not officially, but I mean, we spent a few nights together, and I thought it would become maybe a bit of a more regular thing, but she looks a little like. Now you see, she looks maybe a little bit.
She got
annoyed,
ghosted.
or yeah, kind of. But then she was also like the night when, or what I found out later, the night or the last night he came to the inn. I saw him. He was talking with someone else who I hadn't seen before. She was whispering something in his ear. I don't know what, but I saw them from across the bar.
Sure. Could you describe them?
Yeah. She had black hair. She was quite tanned. I mean, I've lived in my life and I haven't seen her, so I think she must have been a traveler, a visitor. She maybe a few years older, maybe I still think under 30. She was very pretty. She kind of, I mean, I could see like when
spark of jealousy, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Like I could see when she came up. I hadn't seen her before that night. Even that night when she first came in, I was speaking with Sylvanus at the time, and he immediately, I saw him look at her when she walked in. And yeah.
And was there a different type of look of either surprise or recognition?
No, I don't think so. She kind of frowns. I mean, just, when maybe they see someone they like the look of across the room, and just couldn't keep his eyes off her. Yeah. And then, so, at some point during the evening, I went up to get a drink, and when I came back, I saw them talking, and afterwards, he kind of seemed like he couldn't care less about me. He left almost immediately afterwards, but she kind of frowns, not with her, though.
And did he make any, goodbyes or promise to return and see you again?
Nope. I tried to bring him a drink, and he just almost brushed me off like I was nothing. She looks pretty hurt. Or like you can see she feels like also very embarrassed talking about it this way.
So I like just kind of do some general talking about it. And I'm trying to get it across to maybe this is better in the long run.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to get around to okay, you're trying to
because young love, right? Like that kind of thing. It's like
exactly, yeah.
I mean, I'm an ageless elf face, so she doesn't know that I'm only 25, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I can talk like I'm maybe
I've been around, sister.
Well, no, it's more of like, hey,
my 25 years of life, I've seen.
You wouldn't believe the shit I've seen. No, I try to kind of give that perspective though of like the idea. It's like, hey, when you're young and you're someone who's interesting and new and is, that it can be very difficult. But while I've only been investigating for a little while now, he does seem a little self-absorbed. So try not to take it too much to heart.
I'll try. You as you're talking with her, you realize you get the vibe there's maybe something else that she isn't saying, but she almost, I think when she finished the story was about to say something, but then kind of stopped herself.
Gotcha. So what I will do then is a shameless request, and I'm basically going to ask her for any other information, even if it's as minor or something that may be hurtful, knowing that she is fully protected, from anything that she might say. It would never come back to her or to her family or anything like that. Kind of that really kind of bigger request, like, hey, give me everything type stuff.
Yeah. There was maybe something else when, like I said, later in the evening it happened, that woman, the other one who had spoken to him, I was keeping an eye on her. I was just upset about what she had did and what was happening, and if she had stolen away or something like this. And at what point she went into the washroom and I went in, just after at some point to see her, and I could swear there was a time when there's a mirror and she was looking in it, and I glanced towards it and I saw that I don't know if it was just a light or something. Her eyes looked red, and it was not. I was looking at her throughout the evening. They were like a pale blue. They were beautiful, but when I saw her looking in the mirror that time, they were bright red, and I don't know.
Is that the
I saw it
reflection of
perhaps.
him here, or her
I
own
saw
eyes?
it. I saw it in the reflection. I was behind as I walked in. I saw her eyes in the mirror reflected back at me with her back facing me, so she would have seen me as well. And she also looked. I mean, she saw me looking at me, and she looked back at me, and she looks a little bit embarrassed. And I also don't know what, but for a second, I also felt something towards her. Like I found some sort of unearthly. I can see why he looked at her across the room.
Yeah, can I do any kind of roll to see if I recognize this as some kind of charm effect?
Yeah. Yeah, you could roll me any sort of what's it called? Religion, like magic based.
So I guess occultism is all I got because I don't have
Sure.
any of
Yeah,
the others.
that's also perfect.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Smart you. Yeah. Of course. Like. There is a lot of kind of magic which can be used, like, in fraud sense and the like of that. And of course, as a lot of people say, the eyes are the gateway to the soul. So often, this sort of magic could be, could be a way of, like, kind of visualize itself. It could be quite a common sort of like effect of magic. It could certainly be related in some way to that. And the way she's describing, like, she also seemed a little bit embarrassed, like, she seemed like a bit like, it didn't really make sense for her to like feel this way just looking at her reflection, but she also just felt herself in some way drawn to this person. And of course, that is very sort of, magic can certainly do things to the mind, which it wouldn't be a common.
Yeah. And I haven't gotten the sense from her before this that she's maybe like, into both men and women.
No, she didn't seem to, at least. And she seemed very sort of like, she seemed very awkward as she's saying it. Like,
Right.
This isn't like, it may, maybe she could be, but she isn't like forthcoming about it, or she seems like, she's not be saying it. Yeah. But to her, as she does it now, you get the impression, though, she's saying, like, for her, it was very strange, also, that feeling of just looking at this individual and feeling that way.
It does sound like maybe that there was something a little less, forthcoming or honest about the attraction he may have felt.
I was a little scared, to be honest, and when I also heard that he went missing soon after, I haven't been to the bar much after that. I've been a little shaky about the whole, nights out.
Right, understandable. And have you seen or heard of this woman again since?
No, I spoke with my friends just to ask if they'd seen her about, but they'd also seen her that night, but not any night since.
Understandable. Well, I won't want to keep you. You've given me very good information, and I appreciate it, Fiona.
Of course, I hope you can help, and I hope you find out whatever happened to him.
I do too. And I think we're getting closer. Your information has been valuable. Thank you. And then I'll excuse myself and leave. And I, say goodbye to Mr. Marlowe and thank him as well.
It's about the time. Okay, yeah. If we go back to this is about the time. You've gotten to the D&H. You've talked to him, and you probably, we can, what you say to them. But I'll say like, and now you probably will meet out here. Like probably like when you're heading back up the hill, he'll be like kind of coming back down it. But you kind of grab Nate, and also you grab Johnny and Crixel. What do you tell them?
Do we see him just leaving the house?
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, when you get to the bar, do you just tell them to come with, or do you have like more of a conversation, or do you just kind of gloss over it? It's also fine if you want to just say like, oh, you grab them and then just head over there. Right.
Yeah, I mean, when I come to the inn, I'll just tell them, hey guys, we found the house. Fiona's house. Yeah, the girl's house.
Well, not been waiting out here anymore, though.
The piercing, right? So let's go. Let's run there.
Is she in trouble?
Yeah.
Are we in trouble?
I hope not. Who knows what Altair might do there alone.
Okay,
I think I'm that worried about Altair. Gotta say.
Nate starts sprinting back.
Yeah, Nate's like, you gotta stop out there, running up the road. And then, you're getting, maybe like you're like 5 minutes away, you're just like past the town square where the sizzling smell of the fish, and then, you see out there kind of like strolling down towards you.
The spring in a step.
Oh.
Yeah, with big smile on it.
Oh,
Very
nice.
typical.
Nice, you waited for us. So,
indeed. Just long enough to say I've already spoken with her, got the information, we can head back to the bar now.
We gave up our spot.
You come back in, that was FIFO location taken. Gotta wait in the line and go speak to the bouncer again.
As we're kind of heading back, like,
But are you sure you didn't miss anything? I mean, with us there,
Very.
we could get maybe more information.
And I think it was best that I was there alone. Her
Oh,
and her
you were
father were both
doing.
already. No, her and her father were already kind of put off by the hour and the questions. I don't think having a, no offense, fully armed, an armored man, a
What?
surfer
mean, these
dude,
are
and a bird
dangerous
would
times.
have put them more at ease, maybe less, and maybe they would have been less inclined to give me the information that they did.
I
I
mean,
think it worked out for the best.
wouldn't you feel safer with a fully armed man by your side?
Yeah, if you knew they were on your side. The problem is we're going into their house late at night. They don't know us.
I always
It
feel
has the
comfortable when I have
opposite
heavily armed
effect.
men around me. What do you think?
Based
Yeah.
on circumstance, you
But
know?
I feel safer with me around.
I mean, yeah, for us, we do, except for when you're drunk, apparently, but because then we don't know what you'll be up to. No, again, I've got it. I'll fill you in when we get back.
Yeah. Okay. Do tell us what you learned.
So
Yeah,
I don't want to say
back
it
to
like
the-
just in the open where there's other.
Yeah, so you go back to the bar, you find like a nice place where you have like the loud sort of backing music. It's quite a good place to have a quiet conversation because you
Yeah.
almoys have to shout to hear each other, so it's very easy to.
And then immediately the music cuts out, and someone's like,
It's
Fiona
like,
said. I just filled me in on what Fiona said, that she had kind of started to become infatuated with him. Met him a couple nights in a row. One night, another woman appears that she's not familiar with. Looks like definitely not from around here, not a local, probably foreign of some kind. Human, dark, longer hair, tan skin, fancy ass looking mirror. Who in the reflection, eyes turned red, and probably has some form of
Spicy.
charm or magic that she applied to, well, our acrobat, Sylvanas, as well as, weirdly enough, when she looked at Fiona felt that as well.
Mhm.
So I think that's who we need to be looking for now.
I'm
So-
training
She almost
Arcana
immediately
now.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
Everybody.
Arcana.
Yeah, I do
Everybody
religion.
recall knowledge.
Can, right?
Yeah, we're trying to think like the anything here that like
Mm,
makes
Also,
sense.
charisma,
Magically
religion,
charming person with red eyes and reflection.
vampire.
deception.
But
No.
would vampires not have? They don't have reflection, right?
I kind of thought that's where the whole mirror thing is going, but no, red eyes.
Mirror?
Yeah, as soon as
I
that
don't
mirror
know.
was
Maybe,
introduced, I
maybe
was
it's a
like,
different
yeah.
lore. Maybe it's a different lore in
But
Pathfinder.
there's vampires with different, like,
There are many
vulnerabilities,
different
properties.
vampires. Yes,
That is true. That is made it.
some are normal and some sparkle as well.
Yeah. What would we roll for recall knowledge about that?
Whatever you. This is like because it's such a vague thing. You could really roll like a few different things. If you roll like Arcana, I'll assume it would you try to think of like what Arcana things is could be causing it, or individuals or whatever. And if you do religious, blah blah blah, same kind of thing. So
So if you're specifically
Whatever you
thinking
wish.
vampire, would that be like knowledge that it's religion?
yeah, if you're trying to think,
Because they're like,
yeah,
I
if
don't
you
know.
already had
I'm
a
not
thing in your head,
specifically. I'm not
vampire,
specifically
that would be
thinking
religion.
vampire,
Yeah.
No, you're not, but
just
okay. But
religion. Yeah, but religion is my one thing for this kind of shit. So, anyways,
yeah.
vampires, dumb thing.
Okay, so Nate, Johnny, Crixel, yes. Okay, so
Okay.
it was like Crixel. You're not familiar with like.
I don't think he's
Maybe, like,
here
you
right now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we have two people left. Whatever. We're gonna
Yeah.
some water then. BRB.
I kind of want it to be some kind of vampires because like pirate vampires sounds cool. And pirate vampires are a very Magic the Gathering thing as well.
Required vampires? I'm in.
Yes.
Pirate
Let's
vampire.
We all just.
Let's-
Oh,
let's
do you want to
vote.
like have us all voluntarily be bitten so that we're all?
Well, Ian was about to
Vampires?
say something
Right.
that you've noticed, but they were gone, so he didn't yet.
Hmm.
But yes.
Wow, it's a whole bar full of vampires. Yes, like the start of Blade.
Yeah.
Nice. It's the
Nice. That'd be nice.
blood rave. Let's go.
Maybe it's a vampire circus.
Now that would be cool. Actually, a cool premise for the setting.
This the easiest ways for vampires to make money, though, surely.
So apparently, is everyone leaning? Is that what the role
I don't know.
No,
gave us?
probably
Okay,
not.
No,
fair
we're
enough.
waiting
were
for
just there
Ian to
before,
give
okay.
us. Yeah, this is just like
It's like
wishful thinking.
because he started with I saw this woman and she charmed people, and then there's a mirror.
red eyes, you know.
Okay, yes. So Crixel, Johnny, and Nate. You also like rolled Coulson before, right? To see if that was a charm thing. So we'll say maybe like here when you're discussing it, maybe I'll also use that same roll to see if there's like any sort of specific kind of
Yeah.
Individuals or magic or whatever that could be doing this. Okay.
Yep. Creatures that take on a humanoid shape that do this kind of thing.
Exactly. There's quite a lot of things it could really be. Crixel, you're might in Arcana. You're not so familiar with it. I mean, for sure, there is a lot of kind of magic to use a charm, whispering in air could lead people down unsavory paths. This is very common, but you find it hard to consider like. If for you, it could be any powerful magic that is kind of how your mind is going through.
Right.
So how can you really narrow it down so much? You
Magic's
can't really think
OP.
of any. Yeah, exactly. Like you could do that if you could do magic. You can't really think of any specific sort of like arcane creature, or whatever the kind of pitch. Johnny, Nate, yeah, you both think of more the religious sense, and certainly, as your mind was going at Johnny already, a vampire of some sort definitely could be an option. They are well known for being, charming in a lot of ways, for being able to lead in mortals to their doom. They've also, this thing about the mirror, you, in terms of like, you've maybe heard it as like, rumors or whatever about vampires potentially being able like that happening, but you also think there are also some that probably aren't like that, and you're not sure if it's really just a rumor completely. You're not like really convinced that that means anything towards it not being one. There is another thing which also is in your mind, which is also possible. There's also that there's also a lot of like demons, for instance, that can also change shape. One that also comes to your mind is potentially a succubus, which is also obviously a creature that this could be, which is also known to be charming and could also fit the bill. Out here, one thing which you have in your mind, which is also possible, is actually there's a form of hag, which is lesser known, but is also able to like take on forms of like actually like where individuals almost like skin. It's known as like a blood hag, and they often like lead like young individual mortals to like their doom by like putting on the form of so artificial young women. So so amongst like the group of you do know that it is sadly quite a common thing that some monsters do, which is like having some sort of fake identity and using it to lure mortals. But there's those are the three to kind of stick to your head. And you're also aware at least vampires often like only have one form, so at least should be recognizable quite easily by this. But that, for instance, succubus or like a blood hag would be able to like change their guise quite easily in terms of being found. So it's also not an easy thing to find out about. But those as you kind of have a chat for you with a drink in your hand, that's what kind of comes to your mind.
A bloody hag. Got it.
Like a great cocktail.
That's it. It sounds kind of gross.
So it looks like our guy was either taken by a vampire or a hag or a
Succubus or
succubus. So, and that was like 3 weeks ago, right?
so yeah. I mean 2 to 3. Yeah. So
2 to 3.
most likely,
So,
if it was one of them, maybe dead, but maybe not.
Yeah, you're aware that a blood hag you're almost sure would be dead from your knowledge out there. You've not heard of that so much for that.
Are they like do they do things like drain blood?
Blood hags, from what you know about them, they are
They feed on them.
they do feed on them. It would be, I guess, okay, you're right. It would be possible potentially that maybe they could use them almost like a renewing source of like blood, but that is not common, at least from what you've heard about blood hags. But it's possible. But you've heard like what you've heard is more like what's it called?
So blood hags
Like
use them
drinking
as
to the
blood
death kind of thing.
bags.
Blood bags. But for instance, like a vampire, it could be definitely still alive, maybe if they're being kept for like food, or potentially being turned into one, which is technically not alive, but maybe close enough in some ways.
Like, is it sired? Is that the word for it?
Yeah, vampire.
Thrawn. I can't
The
remember the name.
other option, of course, you're thinking is succubus. Alive could be. You're not really sure, like who all the best about that. I think it was you, Johnny. About succubus, they're like these creatures of pure lust who kind of like feed on like the concept of sin and everything. That potentially they could keep sort of like an immortal alive, maybe. But again, you're not that familiar with like the concept of what they would actually do once they have like kind of enthralled or whatever creature. So it's hard to say. So there's a few options. None of them
succubuses
great.
are the type of devil, demon.
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 Oh.
It's like no good options, bros.
Yeah, no, there's just a nice person who likes taking people for friends, you know.
Yeah, she convinced him to maybe fix his fucking shit and like be a better person. That's what she was doing.
Yeah,
Could be.
sure. Well, we need to find this woman.
I mean, we do, but because if she is any one of the things that we mentioned, why would you stick around unless you were continuing to look for more victims?
I think whoever has the most charm of us should try and make themselves interesting.
And
look at the
Altair.
Come on.
So Altair, you talked to the girl.
I did.
Did she describe this
she did.
woman?
And it's like human woman, probably older 20s.
Yeah,
dark
late
hair,
20s,
tan skin, bright blue eyes. Minus when looking in the reflection, then they were red.
Which would be like very remarkable. I mean, I guess we didn't see someone like that in the inn. I mean,
no. Now you've had the description. You're trying to think back to if you saw anyone in that.
Natalia.
What if?
Talia.
What if this person, whoever is interested in taking on the circus? What if it's the woman that the strongman went with? We should have followed her.
Oh shit! You could be right, because if I don't know about the, how much do I know about the Blood Hags? Do I know enough for some of their other like specific things on the page?
You never looked at Blood Hags?
I have not looked yet. I want to ask that before I ever look for something.
Yeah. Don't look, because I don't think you'll know everything, but you would know. So you want to know more about like the details. Okay, so yes, you know that
because like it sounds like they can either shape change or something else. Do I know?
Okay, I'll say you know it's Blood
Hags.
Blood Hags are special. They could not change shape into anything. They literally put on the skin of a previous victim.
Oh God, they do. Is it Earl from Men in Black?
I don't know. Yes.
That's enough.
I heard the Blood Hag form is a little bit more accurate. But yes, you know, I would say, below their skin, they're like a being of almost like a ball, like, or they have the ability to like become almost like this ball of fire, where they can like almost like travel through like windows or like locked doors into like people's homes and like kill them and take on their skin. So they are a little spooky. But yes, so it's pretty fucked up.
And then I mean, succubus, I believe, is like shape change, right?
Yes, you know that from Johnny, who knows about them. Yes, he knows the succubus have much more the ability to almost change into anything they want, both male and female.
Yeah, so if it is a succubus, that the description we have would do us no good, because they wouldn't probably reuse the same one.
So you're saying that we should run back to
try to find the strongman. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll go ask the bartender real quickly. I could kind of.
Or should over we wait a couple of days and there will be more job
and just ask like where? I guess do we know roughly within the circus where the strongman stays, like where his tents are?
I mean, it's not a big place, so like roughly you've seen like where the tents are. You don't know which is his, but you just need to be able to find out.
I think you may be onto something, and maybe we head back. And I'm going to actually start making my way out and head back towards the circus at a pretty quick pace.
Okay, so you immediately are like, okay, I'm gonna go check. Okay, yeah, and you will like following behind.
Yep.
Sure.
And by the end, I'm gonna be like going ahead because I want to like sneak around for a little bit, and Armor Boy over here is gonna ruin that.
Armor Boy, Plate Man.
Plate Man, sorry, that's a better name.
Okay, yes, okay, so yeah, you're there. I mean, you're very fast compared to the others, so even though it's a short walk back, you really easily give yourself a few hundred feet, like a distance if you're like booking it, and where you're waiting for Nate and his jeans. And yes, you make it back, and then okay, so you're trying to like sneak around and.
Yeah, I'm in general trying to find out where, like, and maybe I'll even ask like one of the people we have talked to before, like on the way. It's like, hey, what is the strongman's tent?
Yeah, they kind of give you direction. Oh, it's one with like the blue stripes. Blah, blah, blah.
Cool. And then I'll head over there, and as I get closer,
They do say like when they asked about, they were like, he was going back with a lady friend though, so I'm not sure you'll appreciate any disturbances.
And I said, no worries. We'll just talk to him in the morning. I just wanted to make sure I knew where it was.
Okay, good. That'd be
if
awkward.
you need to do a deception check, because I'm clearly lying right now.
Pull a deception check. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, give me a deception.
I don't know if that would matter, because do they care?
Yeah, I mean, they'll find it a little weird. They probably wouldn't say anything, but at least in their head they'll be like, what a weirdo. Like, what do you mean? Okay, they don't say anything. They don't say anything. Yeah, I need to know how to RP that random guy who you don't know the name of. Okay, yeah, so you head in the direction there, and you're like sneaking.
You say you were also invited.
He was just the appetizer. I'm the main course, buddy.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah, and you head back.
Yeah, so I head back there, and then as I get closer, I definitely go full on sneaky deaky mode.
Full on sneaky mode. Nice. Yeah, and you're trying to get close to the tent or like get into the
basically, probably not necessarily inside the tent, because that seems like a bad idea.
That's what you like cut a hole into like the canvas and like.
Yeah, but probably on the outside, trying to listen.
Yeah, you get close and like kind of sneaking. You hear noises from inside the tent.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, not sounds of anyone like screaming for help.
Sure. Yeah, I mean I'm leaning more towards succubus than technically the other, based on the whispering and the more convincing thing. I feel like Ag, you just kill someone. I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, possibly a red herring.
But yeah, who knows? So yeah, I'll just kind of awkwardly listen in, but not try to listen too closely.
RP idiot. What do we hear?
If I notice a change in the types of sounds, maybe I'll pay attention more. For now, I'm just kind of like trying to block out what's probably happening.
We're standing a safe distance away and making faces at you to guess to us what's going on.
Okay. You hear the sounds you would expect to hear from a couple in the night, but nothing that is so untoward that you think you better intervene. Luckily.
Yep. Okay.
And it does, end after I'm not gonna say the guy.
Yeah.
Romantic time. Totally fine. But after time passes.
After a bit of time passes, it seems to come to a conclusion, and then there's no more. There's no
Is there more movement in terms of is she leaving? She's staying?
Okay, yeah. So that happens, and after it'd be a few minutes, you kind of hear someone you're listening in, you're having a massive perception or whatever, so you're clearly very good at listening out, so you can hear someone quietly trying to open the tent flap and kind of check to see if there's anyone looking, and then kind of almost darting out. And it seems to as you're peeking, sneaking and watching at some point, it seems to be just the woman they were with the bar seems to be
okay. And then is she trying to avoid notice as she leaves, or
she is, but I'm not even gonna vote because she's no way she's not training stuff. She's not beating your perception DC. So gotcha. She's trying to sneak out, but
I'm wondering, is she trying to sneak out in terms of because she's trying to hide something, or is it more sneak out the walk of shame?
It's like the walk of shame. Yeah.
Holding the high heels. I guess it's hard to say. There's definitely the walk of shame. She's trying not. She's checking if anyone is circus is there, and you're kind of hiding, right? I don't know what the other three are doing. Maybe she sees them and is what the fuck are the three staring at my tent for? But she seems to be wanting to if it's because she doesn't want to be. She looks like she doesn't want to be seen. But you also think maybe that's just because she doesn't want to answer questions or be seen this way. But she seems to be heading back towards.
In general, I think let her go. That doesn't sound like she murdered him, so
Doesn't sound like that, no. Yeah. I will say, yeah. You also do know. I'm not going to do make them wait. If it is a succubus, it's not like they will always. Kill the victim or whatever, right? They could sometimes also just want to, get some energy or whatever, the way they do.
True. Okay.
So just so you know, I'm not saying one thing. I'm just saying just because she hasn't killed him doesn't mean she's, definitely not or anything.
So maybe a little bit after she leaves, I will kind of go towards the front of the tent and actually try to get the strongman's attention.
You hear some snoring from the inside. It's you kind of go up to the tent flap,
Yeah,
And you want to try to get his attention?
Yeah, just. Do I have his name?
Strong man,
Johnny,
obviously.
you gotta
man,
get, you gotta
that's
get their
strong.
names, Johnny. Come on.
Did you get that
His
name?
name is
Johnny?
Mark
It's a
Strong.
strong man. There's only one strong man.
Strong man, son.
Strong man, the strong bad.
They were called Axel. So fucking
Okay,
strongman
Axl
name right there,
Rose.
right? That's a
Okay.
strongman name, Axel.
Or a lead guitarist of a metal band, but you know.
True, it could be both. Could be
Um,
anime talents.
Sure. So, Axel, are you there?
What?
Sorry,
Shouts
it's-
out to the Templar.
Do you have a moment?
Fuck, he's like, yeah, you see like him like on a stand up, like, you know, the tent flag is like pulled back. He's like clutching a blanket around his waist, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Rude.
you don't want to. What?
He's hiding something.
Literally, his lower half. What do you
What
want
do you
to
want?
do? Said,
The blanket.
so we found a little bit more information, and we're hoping that the information you provided about Fiona ended up.
That's so
What the fuck? He looks at his watch. It's like it's. Oh, he doesn't have a watch.
His
You know what I
watch?
do? He looks at his watch. He looks at his watch. He looks at the fucking moon. It's like it's fucking the middle of the night. Like it's told to me in the morning. He's been
Does he
gone for
look
fucking
any
weeks.
worse for wear besides just being generally tired from
No, he looks
activities?
like that. No, not really.
Yes,
He's
I
like
just
he's
actually,
been gone for fucking weeks. All right, I guess you want
I
to help,
know.
but come on, it's the middle of the fucking night.
we think that there may be something a little off about the disappearance, and I'll be honest, I'm a little concerned that it may be not just him, but there could be others potentially at risk. I'm just wanting to know if you've ever seen, and I describe the suspect, right? Like
Yeah, the black
dark hair,
hair.
tan skin, yeah, like all of that.
Jesus Christ. Alright, easy on it. Oh my god. Yes,
And what is the walk of shame girl? What does she look like, by the way? I'm assuming not like that.
No, she doesn't look like that. She has some kind of like dusty blonde, like brownish hair. Probably a bit younger, like maybe like early 20s, similar to
Sure.
like Fiona's age, maybe. Yeah, quite kind of Go Next Door kind of look, I guess, is the way to put it. You know, that kind of like the way
Yeah,
you get in all
sure.
those kind of classic American films. And you describe it like yeah, like, oh, I fucking, I swear, if you answer, you're gonna let me goddamn sleep, right?
Of course.
Oh, wait, he goes behind the blanket again. He puts his like face into hands. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't care.
All right. Yeah, that does ring a bell. Actually, just was. Seen her, I think I haven't seen her for a while, but damn, she was a looker, so I don't really forget. Yeah, I tried to have a chat with her, but she kind of blew me off. Yeah, I'd seen her, I think. Why?
She may have been the last one to see Sylvanas.
When you say she's the last one to see him, you're meaning as like she's involved.
Potentially.
Kind of like try to, I guess it's a good thing she turned me down then.
Yeah. Good idea to look at the bright side. Just keep an eye out, and if you see her, please let us know.
Did you think I was going to see her between now and this morning? I mean, it's good.
Well, I was more checking to see if you like. When was the last time you did see her?
Now you mentioned it, I was thinking since Sylvie Boy went away.
Okay, so that checks out with the timeline. Again, sorry for waking you up. I'll let you return.
Very generous. He kind of, stumbles back in the room, get a nice shot of ass, and he walks away with the blanket in his rounded front.
Nice.
Yeah, and the rest of you three, were you just kind of like watching this from like, your little fucking, I don't know, dingy little alleyway in the back, like I'm expecting?
Trying to be stealthy and clearly just like.
Yeah, I was with the binoculars out. Alright.
Like pointing, towards.
Alright,
everything's
okay, you
happening.
make your way back to them then, I guess?
Yeah. Well, wasn't her.
You sure? Maybe you were charmed.
What? By who?
Bye. Yeah.
Her.
By the
Oh,
strong
okay.
man.
By her. She never saw me.
Oh. And he
neither
is
fits the
safe?
description, and he seems no worse for the wear. So
Damn, it's a dead end.
no, but
So
he
no
did once
blood.
see our culprit around the same time that Sylvanas disappeared. He actually tried to hit on her, but was rejected.
Lucky him.
So maybe not her type. What that says about things, I don't know.
What says the circus is not of their interest, maybe.
Well,
Easy score to get rid of strongman. If he presents himself and she rejects.
I guess,
It seems like
I guess it would depend, right, on
choice.
if we act under the assumption she is some type of blood hag, succubus, or other creature, then what would be the driving force behind that? I think the one I could most understand would be the succubus. Right? They have a desire to help people with their internal desires, make contracts or something, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
So sometimes that's a physical attraction and promise, right? The lusting there, but others it could be a lust for power, fame, fortune.
He did seem in need.
And Sylvanas was quite full of himself, so maybe that's what made him a target.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good, it's a good call. Quite possible.
And if they were a hag and took their skin,
Yeah, then
he
we
would
might
be
see
walking
Sylvanas around. Unless,
Yes.
again, she
I mean,
just
we have-
loved him and didn't want to replace the skin.
There would have been sightings of him. She took his skin.
Yeah,
No?
but there's been nothing.
Yeah,
just
the matter.
So
Him in the
I'm
skin.
leaning more
Oh.
towards against still succubus, but I don't know if she would be sticking around.
But
By
why
the way,
not? I mean,
what's the geography of this here island?
What scale are we talking
I mean,
about? Like,
there's a town here, right, that we are at, and are there like any nearby villages, towns that people could like move to or would
any
move
nearby
to?
village town? Yeah, so yeah, okay, good question. This is certainly like the only kind of like big built up kind of settlement. There are like smaller ones, like inland, for instance. You might have ones which are like logging towns, or for instance, that like take the Tade woods, or maybe would like hunt for like other sort of like wild game or whatever on the island, like kind of smaller camps of maybe like 1 or 200 people, whatever. You do know that, of course, there is also like kind of going out from the built up section of town. There's also like farmhouses and farmland, like growing crops, like especially like teas and stuff that are native to this land. Kind of like there's a part of town, but like further away that would also like be a bit more like out of sight. But for sure, like this is the only kind of like town of any size, unless you go like to kind of like the around the coast, like the other side.
Yeah. Not really location that our guy here would be interested in, like not fancy locations, I'd imagine. I mean, how far away maybe is like the nearest village settlement or of some size?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know, but I mean, I don't mind saying it'd probably be like a few
Couple
hours,
of days?
walk.
Oh, a
No,
few
less than
hours?
that. No, less than that. More just like a few, like it's quite like
Oh,
the space is
okay.
quite small. So so far you need to go to get to the places where you can like cut down all the trees for
Yeah.
wood, all this kind of stuff, and like all the cocoa plantations,
Okay.
whatever.
So it's entirely possible for a person maybe to,
Yeah.
live there, go into town, visit the town, like the inn, and then leave
Sure, that's
at the
possible.
end of the day. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, do you think that the woman we're looking for maybe left town? I mean, it's a small town, right? So
Did we ever check
I
with
wanna
like
like that. Someone
the
has
dock
seen
to
it.
see if anyone ever saw him leave the island or like take a ship?
No, we
I
haven't.
don't think we did.
Yes,
Maybe
do think we should find
idea.
woman, but no proof that she was supernatural. Just one woman
Well,
we saw, and she was beautiful, but maybe not dangerous.
oh, the one with the strongman. Yeah, I don't think it was her.
Yeah, I mean, possible altar got full. Didn't
Yeah.
want to wait for us
Maybe
to.
girl was jealous. Maybe I am paranoid.
Yeah. But I trust Altair. I don't think that happened, right?
No.
Right.
Clearly not.
Do you think continuing search tonight is important, or continue tomorrow?
No, I think we do it in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Because
we're
we're
like
already raising
now.
suspicions.
Yeah,
By the
it's
way-
like 10 to 1 in
Midnight.
the morning, whatever. And it's
Uh,
pretty late and we're quite tired.
Is
as
the
well.
show supposed to be tomorrow?
Yeah, they do shows every evening.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we need to also.
Out of
So
schedule.
you promised you would be there for the practicing your routines as well, so that way you expect
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
in
yeah.
the day.
Yeah, they're expecting
wanna do
something
bad
special from
shoulders.
Johnny.
Especially from Johnny.
Yeah,
Alright,
he's the
so you
troop leader,
decide
right?
to true. Okay, so you decide that maybe you need to give up the
Yeah.
hunt for tonight.
Said we may have to do some more thinking, but I do think it'd be worth maybe going down to the docks in the morning and just asking around to see if anyone
Yeah.
saw him, like the records of him getting on a ship or anything like that.
Agreed. So
Just trying to think of what would be gained if it because that's the other important thing. This woman didn't leave with Sylvanas; he left on his own.
they think.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, clearly they could have met up later, but like that is just a little strange.
Yes, she was not there in the moment.
They met and discussed, and then she stayed while he left, and then she left. I don't know, but
Have just been done to make
maybe
him less suspicious.
others at the
no?
bar might remember that night, like the bartender, right? To see if he remembers what happened to her after Sylvanas left.
Long time ago.
Let's go
but
back to the bar. Let's go
Would
back.
make an
Couple
impression.
weeks. But she apparently did leave a big enough impression that everyone who has seen her that we have talked to has remembered her.
Usually humans look all the same. Curious to see what she looks like.
I mean, hot. That's all I've gathered.
Mm,
But still, without feathers.
Yeah, it turns out most humanoids not
Look at
interested.
that.
Oh, poor Fixie. Oh, you're never gonna find a mate. No.
We just need to find you a nice
I
set of
don't
costume,
want.
girl.
Sure you don't.
I want a pink-skinned human. You.
To find you a flamingo companion,
Man.
an albatross maybe. So yeah, I think we just head to bed for the night.
Are
Yeah.
you
Yes,
going back
it's
to
I
the
think
boat
we
to
still
sleep?
keep a watch.
Yeah, okay. And you're sleeping on the
Just in
boat, or
case.
you're like getting room? There's like there's an app bar, but there's like a more like a place that's like just an inn, like just a couple of doors
Yeah.
down from the bar.
I'd
if you also
prefer
wanted to
the
stay
inn
there.
for the night. If
Cooper
anyone
wasn't
else
up for all
would
of
be-
this. He actually said he was going to go grab a bed in that place and see you in the morning.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'll
So
go
he
as
hasn't been
well
able to know to sneak out.
because sleeping on that tiny ship for that long is not enjoyable.
No, great. Then yeah, I mean it's like quite a simple sort of lodging. Is quite big, like almost where there's like
Land Laba.
there's a lot of different what's it called sailors who come through and like want to get some place on the ground floor, so you can either get a bed for like a silver a day if you're silver for the night if you want, or just like a floor space for free copper if you're really fucking cheap. But there's like a big room with all these bunk beds that you can use that you can go to get a
Is that it? What's the next
so
tier
it,
up?
the next tier up you can do private rooms as well, which are for 2 people, which costs 8 silver a day, so between 2.
For how
Yeah.
much?
8 silver piece.
8
Nice.
silver. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear if that was a silver or 8
No,
silver.
8 silver.
It's
Yeah,
like,
so even like
"Hey,
one silver piece.
Done.
If you're just like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
in like a big communal like kind of
Yeah.
what's it called,
I
a
mean-
hostel kind of thing or not.
Sure.
We can afford
I'll just
that,
do the
yeah.
single.
They have
silver
one
piece.
suite if you want to have a suite. That's 10 gold, but it would like have enough for all of you. Has like get breakfast in bed up there.
More.
Like that's pretty nice.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Go to
you
the
can also
bed.
bring in one lucky lady, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe next time
Just
after
on
the show when we
Maybe
go-
after the
that's
show,
how-
I don't
how
know.
it
Right?
goes.
So, but okay, so Elton gets some private rooms. So for all you, so you just like go 2 and 2 or whatever.
Oh
Or
no,
did
I
you
just
not do that?
do.
Oh, just
I
for
just did
yourself,
one
okay.
for bed for myself, paid it, and I'm in bed now.
Just like in a communal room.
Okay,
yeah.
so but okay. Oh, you're not even in the communal room out there. How far are you
Yeah.
falling? Nah, that doesn't make sense.
How
Johnny,
I've fallen?
you-
No,
you-
it's just fine. I just don't.
yeah,
like-
it's fine.
If anything, I feel almost a little more secure about not necessarily keeping a full watch if we're in the bigger room.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would also you would look a little weird if you want to keep watch. Like, of course, you can if you want, but people would be a bit like, "What the fuck's that
stalking
guy
people,
just
yeah.
awake in here?" But yeah, anyone who
How
wants
would
to be
they
that,
know if they weren't awake, huh?
True,
Huh?
true. But guy wakes up to pee and you just see he's like in full fucking plate armor, naked to the door, like just like
Oh, where are you going?
He's the night security guard, you know. Not...
Yeah,
Exactly. Oh man.
Don't question
Okay.
it, dude.
And you all, anyone who wants to have that, 1 silver piece, and yes, you wake up in the morning.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess you head
So
towards
guys,
what's it called, the circus. And yeah, you probably wake up slightly later because you know you got there basically it was like once every time you got there, so
Yeah.
for like 9:30, 10 before you've had your full 8 hours rest.
maybe
And,
before we go to circus, take a small detour if you want to check out the docks. You know, like just
Oh, yes,
to
of
make
course,
sure
right.
that
Mhm.
he didn't leave
Yep.
by ship.
Mhm.
Anybody's seen him?
Try to gather some information down on the docks real quick.
Okay, yeah, maybe we don't need to spend too much time on it. So just whoever
Yeah.
wants to give me diplomacy, you can do it for like asking some questions around and seeing if there's any sign of him. There you go. So it's our boy out there.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. So they're all like hesitant to to give out like that much information. Like eventually they do what's it called, like kind of you'd like grumble and like look through like some of the like the logs to show what ships are arriving and sailing away. It's difficult to say though, because like they have like names of captain and like the name of the ship, but they shrug and say like there were 2 ships that left that morning. They could have been on it. We don't check like passengers. But
Have any of those ships returned?
They kind of flip through some more pages, and they shake their head. They're like, no, one of them was a trader specializing in lumber. Just picking up a shipment before heading over to Hell Harbor. Might be a while to let back. He goes in the other.
One was heading to Hell Harbor. The other one.
The other one actually says it seems to just be someone who was like a smaller boat, like maybe like an individual owner, sort of like some sort of company, who was returning to Port Peril after spending some time in the area.
I'm heading back to Port Peril. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say like I'm not gonna ask for them because don't want to make you come up with an additional set of names.
2 names of boats and 2
Names of the
captain
ship.
names.
Yeah, well, 2 captain names,
More
2 ship
names.
names, and the
More
destinations. I get that information and I jot it down.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, but it was Hell Harbor for one, Port Peril for the other. And
Yep.
then, the names. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And yeah, one was small.
It
boat,
probably
while
won't matter. I'm
other
just saying I
large
have that
ship.
in case we need to go back.
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Then you.
We have names.
Exactly.
Then you want to head back towards the circus.
Yep.
Yeah, you see, Cooper said he would actually already head there, like as you were going to the harbor, and like see if he can help out with the breakfast and the dishes and stuff. And when you get there, you see that people seem to already be like preparing for a night show. They're like cleaning up like some of the tent, but they were too lazy to do it last night, and like folding tickets up, blah blah blah, making sure the posters are nice, and other people like preparing for the acts, all the kind of preparations that go into being a star.
This is our time to shine.
Okay, so you're not like you're not focusing that much on like the investigating right now. You're more focusing on the let's prepare for tonight.
Everything for the most part, yeah.
Okay, so what was the plan? Like, who is like Talia? Is you already see her starting a performance, so that she does notice you and is like, oh yeah. So which one of the 4 of you was it? All of you who are a marvelous acrobatic duo or trio or quad?
Yeah.
Oh, whoever
I mean,
wants of you it were.
I think Johnny and Crixel came up with a pretty awesome plan last night, right? Do you guys still remember?
Yeah,
or
we
did
did.
you...
We're gonna shoot one of each other. Was that
My
it?
beak is aching. Can't remember much.
Lightweight.
Featherweight. Come on.
Seriously. Good call. Good call. Well played.
Okay. Well then, alright. Who wants me to walk you through what we're doing tonight? This is for me as well.
I'll volunteer.
Okay, so it was you. Okay. Wasn't Johnny gonna do like a high dive or something? I thought that was the idea. I remember something about like Johnny.
While Crixel was shooting at him, and and then
I think do you know what it should be? It should be like, what would I like? The ringmaster suggests you could do when he dives off into something that isn't full of water yet, but there's a big like thing which he has to shoot to like let it fill up with water, so you have to like shoot him before he lands, or Johnny just smashes into the ground. So it's like got a target that like lets like it's like set up. So it's like the big thing where people stand on and they fall into
You
water.
definitely see Altair nodding along to
It's like a fair thing.
Doing
Yeah.
is like, I have just equipped a Pathfinder setup. Normally we throw balls so that make the person fall in the water. We can repurpose this into a tank for him to dive into, and you can just shoot it open when the moment arrives. Potentially blindfolded behind your back with a mirror while standing on a floating bouncy ball. Really, the more you add, the more they like.
A ball balancing on the back of an elephant. I think
We do have those two elephants.
I know, they're magnificent.
Nate has water spring though, so we can.
Oh yes, you,
Oh,
want to
you
do
can
something about this,
run across
don't you?
water in the meantime.
Yes, you can
True.
Run across water, he considers. Difficult for me to get enough water for that, but
Dig a ditch?
I just run across the basin, right?
yes,
That's
it's true. The
water?
basin isn't that large, but indeed, you could put it into there somewhat. Oh, you could
Johnny,
be dodging
Johnny
bullets.
can fill it with water. Right?
Johnny, you can
Johnny.
fill. Can you now?
I can what?
Fill a ditch with water so I can run over it.
Oh no, I believe we also discussed something where you were kept in a tank of water, but you were apparently able to survive very long. Was that correct?
Oh yeah, you can basically
true.
live underwater.
So he goes
Yeah, we
in,
could-
start of
yeah,
show,
ma-
and then end of show he comes out.
In the show, indeed, that's
Yeah.
very good. You could
We
manage
jump
this.
out of the water in the middle of the show. That could work.
No. You got to be there the whole time.
Out. No jumping out. You'll be tied up, of course.
And the chains.
While they're all deciding that, I go practice with Talia.
Okay, yeah. So Talia's putting through your base. So give me an acrobatic check to just see like how it's going throughout the day while she's like trying to teach you.
Public or blind?
Public, you public.
Okay.
She like shows you to the high wire and all this kind of stuff. Okay, yeah. She's quite impressed. DC, 30 is no laughing matter. She nods her head like, well, yeah, you seem. I won't say you seem like better than you look, but you do have that look about you. But very good. It should be all right to put on quite a show tonight.
Mhm.
We'll make it. Don't remember. I'm trying to see how she is. I'm trying to find her modifiers.
Yeah.
Made her
Strong
Just,
plus 5.
I'm trying to think of what would be like other ways you could combine the use of acrobatics and performance, because I think they have a plus 16 on performance as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I guess
Plus
it's like in a
four,
way,
yeah.
just like.
Oh, it's plus 10. Not bad.
Yeah. Well, it's good.
Yeah.
Rogues just get so many skills, like increases. And then I have plus 4 on both charisma and dex.
Oh, it was just plus 8. Okay, yes, so she has. Okay, yeah, I mean, she doesn't want to, she's a little, in a way, like, you sort of, but she looks a little less confident after seeing you. She's like, okay, you're pretty damn good. Need to drag this in, though. Where is it? I'm so fucking confused. Okay, sorry.
It's all good. And that was me rolling an average roll. Just wait till they roll a 1.
Okay, no, sorry. I was like trying to figure out the DC because I was doing like she's an acrobat and scaled off from like the normal CR2 acrobat, but acrobats are pretty fucking good. I did roll for her. She's like doing the show and everything as well. Oh wow, she does rules the same as total as you. So you actually like complement each other very well. Where she's like maybe she's clubs playing downtown and stuff, but of course that's it. She seems like you're very well matched in the show, which kind of helps lodge you into display. Like you're kind of the same level for all the tricks. You're not like kind of having to
Yeah. Well, again, it's not like what
yourselves back.
probably Sylvanas was, which he always wanted to appear as better and the best.
Exactly, right? So she's kind of happy. In fact, like, you seem to always be a very good duo. And the rest of the three, you are like, okay, how many chains we wrap around Nate before we, really... Okay. Yeah, you three decide, yeah. So, this takes most of the afternoon, as, you stop for lunch at a point, Cooper's, like, helping make it up, and, there's, like, some people in the... Tricks are maybe helping you out if you're crafting, if like making up like this kind of like base and whatever that's
Yeah, can I adapt the mechanics of the shooting to have like a metal base, so I can use my magnetic acceleration as I'm shooting it to have a little bonus?
Okay. So you wanna wait? Okay. Oh,
It's
so
a target made of
you're
metal,
hitting.
so I can-
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Some little cheating there, quick. So putting the magnets in the gun.
It's magic. It's magic.
It's magic.
It's a.
Yeah, sure. You like, you can go over and help. You can give me a crafting check, but it's like, very not hard. Just maybe you accidentally fuck it up and like, mean that it won't open and he'll just fall to his death. But unless you fuck
I
it
just
up.
need to get some food out of the oven. But I can roll real
Okay,
quick.
fine.
Nate,
have you decided, like, they're asking you, what would you want to do, Nate? So it seems like Crixel and Johnny are going to do the high dive combined with the shooting open the tank. What's Nate feeling like he wants to do?
Nate could do running over water, could do like some strongman things maybe. I mean, rope climbing. Nate has combo climbers. So he
Little
can
less
climb.
impressive, but it's possible.
I mean, can climb with one hand occupied. Can, I don't know, do some other stuff
Okay.
while climbing.
So you're thinking a little bit of a variety
Jumping.
show off like all your different skills on like the water as well as like exactly. Okay. Good.
That's
Can go.
cool. Also, is there a place where we could store our equipment while we do?
Yeah, they have some like
things?
lockers and stuff if you want to do that.
Yeah, maybe put the full play there.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Or you see the leather arm and stuff isn't that bad to wear if you're like doing acrobatics and stuff, kind of helps in a way, but the full plate indeed, you're not, like you think it won't at least help with the look of the show for you, regardless of the actual functionality. So yeah, you can take off your full plate, like put it in this locker.
Because if I take it off, it's heavier, and then I'm incumbent. Right?
Oh, you're gonna put it on the ship maybe for now? Or like there's actually like a party token, can you open that and put stuff in there? Like there's like a stash page on like the party token if you open up this.
Where would it actually be then?
Landing
Sorry,
bay. Where's the party?
Oh, does he lockers? He was asking if there's like anything you can put in
Oh,
the circus. It's just because like he doesn't want to wear the full plate or whatever. I don't know. Can you open up the party token and put stuff in there? I don't actually know. This thing. Notice.
Oh, okay.
Can you try dragging stuff in? I'm not just sure.
Yeah.
You have? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you can put anything which is like stashed in there. Okay, great. So yeah, you spend the afternoon preparing for your performances. You set it all up. And yes, the evening arrives, and the circus is back in town. People will again start to. Of course, if there's any other questioning you want to do during the day, let me know. But otherwise, it seems another night at the circus is away. I have some circus music.
Ooh, baby.
Sure. What? I don't even know. Of course.
Yeah.
Which is funny
It's
because
a
that's
little
what
creepy.
isn't that actually? It's like the March of the Gladiators or something like that.
Is it? I don't know. This was
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I heard recently.
That is the
Those
thing
are
that I
some
know
kind of-
is
Well,
from
actually,
legitimately
circus.
is from Trombone Champ and all the people who were streaming that. It was like, hey, play Gladiators. It's your theme song. Like, oh, it is, and then they played that, and then it's the Here Come the Clowns song. And
Yeah, I remember clips like that.
it was the joke that everyone who played it had turned on them if you were streaming it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, the night at the circus begins, and it starts, doing mass again, and now saying that everyone will have a wonderful evening, and there are a few new entertainers who are here to show their amazing talents to the crowd this evening, and
Can't wait to see how well.
Dude, as they're making that announcement, Chris is like shaking. So fucking nervous.
Now, there's something very interesting here. When I'm writing you like the DC this is really up to your like party, like your individuals, what you want to do. So I'm gonna basically say you can choose to set whatever you want. Like if Crixel believes he's confident enough to go only 10 feet away and shoot it, he can do that and he'll almost certainly succeed. But basically, the harder you make it for yourself, the more impressive it is to everybody else, and the more likely you are to fail. But in real life, you also have to choose something that's suitable to your level, and you just live with. Do you choose to be a little bitch or not? So,
So do you mean like do we say the DC number, or what do you mean?
Yes, you will literally say the DC number or where you want to go.
Okay.
And then like basically, that will depend, like how impressive are you trying to be? Like, I will basically you can also give me a range if you want, but it's more like I will kind of consider that number based on like, will people watching you think you're an expert or master based on what you say. But it's just easier for you if you don't know the numbers to tell me what you actually think is realistic.
Can we use hero points on this?
Yeah. These are like kind of like more like especially like for yours and where there's like specific displays. I think it's fair to this is very heroic time. Okay, yes. So the evening begins.
Did I get an extra hero point from deceiving Nate?
Being a suave motherfucker. Oh.
Yeah, sure. I kind of forgot to get them out there. So a few activities in the bar, and it would be so charming. I should have remembered to give more out earlier.
Is there a ditch filled with water for Nate?
Yes. If you would have asked for that, they said they would have tried to. They would have like built one kind of going between the two stands, which they can like cover up with boards, like during the rest of the performance. But during your show, they can like remove, and then you can like show yourself sprint across it. Yes, one thing they also would have done, of course, they would ask your input if they would have also asked you who was comfortable going first or whatever. Yours. Actually, with your with Talia, she's normally goes quite, near the end, almost like a little bit of a finale, but not right at the end. So there's less about that. But the rest of the three, you were kind of your own, like Nate, Johnny and Crix were doing your together, and then Nate, you're kind of solo. So they say they can slot you in kind of wherever you want, if any of you are more comfortable being the opening act. Yeah. But if no one has any strong feelings, I can also just roll for it if you are, not wanting to claim the first spot.
I don't want to go first. No.
Okay,
not first. Definitely not first.
Not first. Okay, that's it. Like pushing Nate, like you're the first one to go out of us. Okay, yeah. So the rest of the show is going fairly well. They're having the same shows you've seen previously. I'm not going to go over them again. But after a bit, and as the ringmaster is like, and now for a new edition, please welcome Nate to the stage, and you're like the crowd.
Oh, you gotta give yourself a stripper name.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually. Did you say a name? I realized that mid-shout. Would you have given a stage name?
Oh.
Nautical Nate?
Naughty.
Naughty Nate. Oh, naughty Nate. You dog. Okay. Dreammaster doesn't even wait for you to say that's your name or not. When like Altair mentioned that in the conversation, he was like, done, sorted. And then he's like, welcome everybody to the stage. The naughty Nate.
No. But I have to say that notorious.
Oh, notorious, really? Oh, very, very
Notorious naughty Nate, yes.
The notorious naughty Nate, welcome! And the stage hands go up there and kind of pull back the wooden plank, so there's the big trough of water now, running 30 feet or something across the room. And the ringmaster's like, see his amazing aquatic expertise! And then everyone gives a hand to you, and so what are you trying to do, Nate?
Yeah. Sprint over the water.
You're gonna sprint over the water, yeah. And I know, of course, you can always do this, but I think it makes most sense for it to be some sort of athletics check to see how can you sprint even further, or can you also almost do it faster, or maybe even slow down and do something weird. I think it makes the most sense for it to be athletic. So again, you can choose the DC, and it will just depend how impressive people find it.
DC, let's see.
Don't be a little bitch, come on. Anyone who attempts a DC that they have a 50-50 chance of failing gets a hero point.
Yeah, 50. That's why I know my DC.
Let's go DC 30. Public rolls.
DC 30, what's your bonus?
19.
Okay, so you have 50-50 chance of failing, so you get a hero point. So yeah, you have a stage. Yeah, exactly. So you have it set up, really long. You haven't tried filling this distance before across the water. Maybe you put a bit of obstacles in it and everything, and the crowd are like, "Well, how can a Shuma do that?" And give me the check.
Public.
Turns out
public. No,
we will all see the results immediately. And you fall.
Acrobatics.
No, it's athletics. But it's the same. I'm not
going to say, holy shit! You went for a DC 30 on a plus 15.
I rolled the wrong one.
Yeah, but I think I have to use your natural.
The natural roll.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So it'd be 4 higher. Okay, so you can use a hero point, but you can feel your body begin to fail when there's 10 feet before the end. You can feel your feet starting to splash more, and you think you're gonna just almost go splash into water before you make it, unless you try to use your heroic talents to succeed.
No, part of the performance.
It's part. Okay, yes. Okay, so you get 10 feet to the end, and then you just splash into the water. Oh, is this when you're gonna let yourself sink or something? Yeah. Is that the plan?
And not come up.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, man. So the crowd go, oh, and then the ringmaster's like, no, he hasn't made it, and. What's this? He's not coming up. And how long can you stay down for that for Nate?
I guess it's time for the next.
Yeah. The ringmaster's ready. He's oh yes, this was the plan. The ringmaster's I guess we'll see.
You can see Nate underwater just doing like this.
Keep going. So just to know, Nate, how long is it you can stay down there?
I have no idea. Where is it? It's like 25 times the normal one, I think.
25 times the normal one, and you can.
And your
I think
normal one
so.
is your number of rounds equal to your modifier.
5 plus your con modifier. So.
But, 9.
What's your,
So
so
9?
normally 9 times by 25.
Oh my god.
So that would normally be 225 rounds. And so each round is 6
Divided by
seconds. So
6.
there's 10 rounds in a minute, right? So it'd be 22 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
22 minutes.
22 minutes is not
Right.
bad.
That is-
Pretty long. Yeah, so like everyone's like,
I'm pretty sure it's like, what is the world record? I forget.
Yeah,
He's,
it's nice.
it's, I think
But
it's
like,
around
anywhere
there.
Alex,
near
you're
that.
like floating on the surface with your face down, right? So all the crowd can like see you and everything, yeah? Because otherwise, you know, maybe they think there's like some.
Oh
funniness
wait,
and stuff.
I lied.
After a while.
26
I'll be
minutes, I'm
at the
guessing?
bottom for a while, then I'll
24 minutes, 37
24.
seconds. So
Ah,
that's
not even all
that's
record.
like right there with literally
Yeah.
the best in the world.
Well, Nate's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
So Nate, how are you like? Okay, yeah. So they do start the next performance, which is like one in between you two. Is actually like the strongman. But sorry, Nate, you were saying like midway through you're gonna do something else, or you're
No,
gonna change your line?
I'll be at the bottom for a while, then I'll like float up, you know?
Like you're dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a deception check as you're like playing dead, just so we can see if people actually think you're dead. Maybe people get a little bit worried, you know.
Mm.
I mean, it's still very impressive. I just want to see how much people believe it. Oh my god! Okay,
Oh.
20. Okay, so I mean, they're just like fucking commoners. So they're just like you do like you blow out a couple of bubbles near the end, you know, and like do a little like kind of like shaking, and you know,
Oh,
the ringmaster
Jesus.
looks like the ringmaster like standing on the sidelines. He kind of turns to like a couple of you who like going on next, like Crixel and Johnny, and they're like, "Should we get him out?"
If he dies, he
Yeah,
dies.
wait, does that beat my DC? Let me check.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. So that actually, let me see.
Yeah,
28?
it would.
You know, okay,
It
so
would.
both Johnny and Crixel, you both think he might be dead.
and I don't know how much I'm paying attention, but I would too.
Yeah, so you know you're not really you're focusing on the acrobatics in the back, but you two are going on next, and you just see the last like bit of fat sheet go out from Nate, and you just see like the bubble
Just like looking at each other like,
Show must go on.
we made
Ringmaster's
mistake,
like,
Johnny.
I didn't think he was such a good actor. He's okay. But
He has died before.
He's also gotten better.
so we're gonna just leave his body floating in there.
Yeah, it's like here's the ringleader, by the way. It's like show goes on. So leave him be.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
By the way, how
Is
deep
the
is the water?
sorry, yeah?
So what? How
Yeah.
deep is the water? They didn't have time to
like
make it that deep, so
shallow,
maybe
like-
yeah, 5 to 10, like 5 feet or something like that. So it's
And it's like
you
dug
could-
into the ground, right? So there's no way to.
Yeah, dug into
Yeah.
the ground exactly. Yeah, and they had like boards over it. Yeah. So
And
yeah,
I
so the
guess-
ringmaster's like, oh sorry, go on.
Let's say maybe that I float towards the like a net,
Yeah, okay.
and then I can like use powerful leap to jump out. Like,
Okay, but you're doing that at like the end of the 22 minutes, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's still, you know, this conversation happens about like, 10 minutes in, where you do like the fake dying act, and the rest of them are like, having this conversation. But they're like, I mean, if he's dead, we might well continue the show. So it's like, I mean, you can't bring him back alive unless you can. I mean, my condolences,
Johnny?
of
It would
course,
be an
but we
all
got
kind
to
of new
force.
magic.
Can we?
This is a
No, we can't. I don't think so. We can. No.
well, if
but
he did die,
if he
I would
dies-
certainly pay for the funeral.
if he dies, we can die, Johnny. What if we die?
Well, of course you can die. It's the
How would you
circus.
die? You're literally just
How
firing
would
a
you
shot.
Pistol has blown up in my hand before.
That would be a really funny end to this. Is you blow your own hand up while you don't hit the target, and Johnny just falls head first into
Just
an
dies.
empty container.
Okay, no.
Show must go on.
Okay, we'll check your body after. Okay, you're up. Okay, so if I have it straight, so the idea was, Johnny, you're gonna like climb up one of these poles, right, where they also do acrobatics. As they like pull in like this tank, the Crixel's then gonna shoot. So I guess yours, Johnny, we will do. Is there anything in particular you would want to use? I would sort of generally be acrobatics for diving in.
A teacup.
I don't know. Wait, in what way?
So I mean, I guess I don't really know. I don't really know what when you. I'm scared. I don't know if you're just doing a straight dive. If you're trying to do like a somersault in the air, like the fancy kind of dive. I would say that's more maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it could be athletics or acrobatics. I think both could kind of work depending on what you want to do. But just acrobatics, I guess, is more like aiming. Yeah, I would say acrobatics makes the most sense to me. You do like a little flip in the air and you want to land nicely in the water and like dive in.
Yeah. Basically, I want to do like
Oh, that's right.
like one where you where you jump up, but then like rotate to then be facing downwards. You know?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah, like a little
Up.
some... Oh, okay, like the back.
Yeah, no, like you jump forward, but like rotate back and then fall down.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Dude, and then
Okay,
at
so
the
I'll
end,
say
when you hit the
acrobatics-
water, you like do some more magic shit, right? And like summon pillars.
It's like
or
the
whatever.
waves, yeah, some extra cool shit at the edge. Okay,
Yeah, do a little.
then I will say, if you were like, so normally, what's it called? Like, this is, I can't remember if I said how high the place was before, I'm gonna go with like 50 feet or whatever.
I think 50 feet was
Yeah,
what
that
you
sounds
said.
right, I think.
Yeah.
You know, so normally, obviously, if you fall into water, normally you get to treat it as like, you know, maybe 30 feet fall shorter. If you succeed on a check, I'll say you basically like no damage as you really beautifully do it. Oh, sorry, yes.
Oh, could we? Is the same
I have a
right?
better
But
idea.
I'm
Okay,
inside it.
Okay, I just remembered. I
Wait
just
1 second,
fucking realized.
Yeah,
a spell.
okay.
I just realized a spell.
Yeah. Okay, so this, you know, happened earlier
We
in the day.
slightly
Yeah.
change the.
Okay, what do you think?
Can we
The whole
I
axe?
just want to slightly change the act, right? So we have two of these things where you can go up, right? And
Yeah.
the water thing is like placed under one of these, right?
Yes, correct, yeah.
Okay, so Johnny climbs up to the other one. Where there's no
it's kind of like,
water.
where's he going? Well, he's up the other
Yeah.
side, you know?
What a
He's
fool.
the other side, and when I'm up there, you know, it's like, you know, I still do the jump, but I cast this spell.
Dive and breach. What
Wait,
the
so
fuck?
specific.
Oh, so you like leap into
Dude,
the ground and then instead
To the ground, a splash of water happens, and like
they fly
leap
up
out,
from the other
and leap
oh my
out from the
God.
actual water, and then land in the water again.
Wow.
But then what do I shoot
that is-
though?
okay. Wait, no. Okay. Where do you shoot? You have to shoot to let him come out. So as he hits the ground, you're like opening up the tank that he can then fly out of it, or he'll like slam his head into like the top of the water as he like comes his way
Sure,
out.
sure,
Okay.
that makes
Very cool. Okay. Then we'll say. Then I'll let you roll either with nature instead. Then I think maybe you roll with nature instead. You're casting a spell, right? So it's like the spell casting ability of like nature, I guess. So like time it perfectly with as you do it. I think makes the most sense.
So yes.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. But I guess we'll say what happens. I got to think like what happens when you fail. So I guess if you fail this, I mean it sounds kind of bad. Normally, so it only works 10 feet. So you're trying to like cast a spell as you fly through the air and time it right, where like you're in that fraction of a second before you hit the ground, the spell is being finished, right? Which is really tricky timing. So basically, if you fail this timing, the way I'm seeing it is the spell you either do it too early and you're leaping more than 10 feet. But I see the way you would land. So basically, if you do it badly, you're just kind of like yeah, it does say right. And where you leap 10 feet and where you land on the ground. Okay, but then what makes sense on a failure to happen? There needs to be some sort of check. Otherwise it's not.
Maybe it's didn't jump far enough and like I don't know. Damage the structure with because the spell does do damage where you land and where you
that's
leap out.
interesting.
It sort of cause a leak and stuff.
Slash deals 3d10 damage. Yeah.
Okay, let's say
It's
if
not
you
a
do
big-
it wrong, we'll say you were unable to like leap out into the right direction, so like the tank will just kind of explode. You know what I mean? Like filled with water as like you kind of go the wrong way, and you kind of hit the side where quick, so there's an opening
might
and it just
be
like
better.
blows up. No, I don't know. That's
Let's
not
be
part of the
sick.
plan.
Okay,
We're
no,
not fan. So okay, so if you fail, then it'll kind of like blow up, and maybe like you know the some of the structure will be damaged from like flooding out. If you time it well, you just go straight up, and all the energy's kind of dissipated.
Yeah.
And Crixel, if you fail, then Johnny will basically, I guess, like fly down and like try to come out with that same momentum, and instead just like smash into the top of it and take basically the full damage as if he had just like fallen that distance.
Alright.
So like, yeah, okay. So and then okay, good. Oof, crazy scene. Johnny, what DC are you trying to do? This yours is like I guess a bit less important. It's hard to
Okay,
remember.
wait. What do we introduce as? What do we introduce? We are.
Oh yes, do you have a name? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go as Key Knight Crixel.
Keen-eyed Crixel, okay. And oh, so are you doing shit? Do you have a blindfold? Do you have a mirror? Like, what is the plan for you, Crixel? I mean, just are you just shooting at target? Like,
I should spice it up a little, right?
So if you do the blindfold,
Look, I wanna-
then like it's hidden, so then you have a DC 11 flat jack, for instance.
Yeah. But, I mean, that is a difficult. Maybe just like have it be real like a tiny prick. You know, the,
Yeah, you know a lot about that.
got him.
We're just getting burned today.
Okay, so you want to
so
maybe
I
shoot
have a
like
tiny prick and
almost
then
with,
also.
you want to like shoot like almost with like full cover where there's like barely anything.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, oh, how is it possible? Like in all that mass, he hits the one target.
Sure.
Like very tiny bullseye, so people know what I'm aiming at, but like it's
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, the bullet has a hit it dead center kind of thing. Okay.
everybody gets like little spy glasses so they can like zoom in and be like, what?
Yeah, and I think obviously, like I'll say, like it's very hard for you to like really, like make it that look that image, Johnny. So I guess like your check is like kind of how beautifully do you like sink into the earth, like as you kind of go in, like just almost like the elegance behind it, like how fluid does it look and how smooth is like all the transitions is kind of more what your DC and stuff it for. But maybe like maybe slightly less important than the crystals. Okay, so
okay. I mean, I don't. Let's make it 25, right?
Okay. Everyone's going with the 50-50.
It's a nice little 50-50, yeah.
No, wait, that isn't 50-50. You don't get a hero point. You're plus 15, so you hit it on a 10 and an 11 or 12. It has to be DC 26 for you to get a hero point. Because it's,
Sure.
50-50. Then it's gonna matter. Okay, and Crixel, what are you thinking?
Does me cheating with the medal, does that count as a 50-50?
I mean, I'm gonna use your tackle bonus. Does that count as 50-50? Sure, that was like a creative use, yeah. I'll say like, so you think what your normal modifier would be now, but a 50-50 chance, and then you can have it.
So I normally have a plus 20.
Oh, do like a DC 40, like a fucking legend. That would be like the most insane.
Mad,
that would be like the most insane shot anyone's ever seen.
So if I do a DC 30, that'd be technically 15s.
DC 31 actually would be DC 50-50. Because you have plus 20, so you succeed on a 10.
DC 31. Let's do a DC 33 then.
Whoa, okay. So you both get hero points for really pushing the limits of your magic. Okay, Johnny, let's start with yours. Let's see, because if yours fails, it kind of fails like
acrobatics.
I'll say you can use acrobatics or nature. You can either try to like do it with the spell, is like making it look really good, or it's like the elegance of the dive. Like there's like kind of two ways to show.
Yeah, we need to do some more acrobatics.
Okay, yeah.
We're supposed to be acrobats.
Yeah, you are supposed to. Well, I mean, it's so good. But yeah, like give me the acrobatics for like the beautiful dive into the earth. Everyone's like, what's he doing? He's gonna hit the ground. Oh, and then so you land like in the correct position, so you're like able to like teleport out at like the right distance, within 40 feet. Maybe if you hit the wrong place, you would have been a bit far, for instance. And so you can see like so you see him like hitting in, and the second he like hits the ground, he like sinks in. You're like, you have to make that shot now, or he's gonna
so basically I'm gonna use my drifter ability to like pull out my weapons real fast, to like at the last second just like draw and shoot.
The crowd are going wild.
What is he doing? He's not
Instead, he shoots the stands.
This is why did I do so high? This is fucking insane.
33, you're nuts.
What's your plus?
You don't need to know.
Not that high.
Oh, okay. So even with the bonus, that is not enough.
31
right?
with the bonus. Can you have a point or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better. Oh
my god, it's perfect! Okay, so everyone's like, there's no way the bullet, like, you think for a second it's gonna miss, and at the last second, you already see Johnny's form, like, coming out of the tank towards, like, the wooden roof, and the bullet pings, and it, like, flies open in the same way. There's, like, this explosion of water as the force from Johnny's, like, dive kind of flies, and everyone in that section of the crowd gets, like, soaked, like, ah! As you see, like, Johnny, like, fly, up like a dolphin before, like, going back and landing once more in the pool. And like
nice.
The whole crowd go fucking like crazy with like with this. They're like going nuts. They're like, what was that?
Cooper is selling towels, right, as well?
Yeah, Cooper's got the towels, Yeah, exactly. Get you all the hot towels here. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The ringmaster's like, wow, what an amazing performance. Thank you again to the keen-eyed Crixel and... Wait, Johnny, did you have a name? Jumping Johnny, right? I mean, that's what you need.
Yeah,
Jumping Johnny! And the crowd like,
so much alliteration.
You don't have alliteration. Okay. And at this point, it's getting close to the end. It's like kind of getting away, Nate, for your for the finishing of your show. So you're going to do like a cool, powerful leap and like like jump out.
Jump out of the world, like
Beautiful, beautiful,
land
beautiful.
like a
Yeah, the ring master's like, oh, thank God he wasn't dead. The paperwork, and the crowd are like, what? We were sure we were there, and yes, it's everyone is clapping you off at well, and like, who are these people? There's all this like murmuring in the town or in the crowd about these new stars. And after this, there's a brief more respite where maybe like a little, in your opinion, a little bit less entertaining people go forth before Talia like turns you out here. It's like, all right, time's up. Your friends were quite the show to follow, but let's show them what we can do.
Yep, time for the finale.
Time for the finale. And yes, this isn't like she's actually like, you think she's almost been a bit faster, so actually going on a bit earlier. You heard her talking with the Ringmaster where she kind of wanted to almost like follow it up. So there's like a couple shows still left at the end, but she's like wanting to go now because she was like kind of hyped up by seeing like all the diving and stuff.
Sure.
Yes, but she takes your stage, and you like begin to practice
her
earlier.
Set the DC, by the way.
What's that?
I'm gonna let her set the DC.
Oh, okay. She kind of turns to you like, you're feeling up for this? Were you practicing earlier? Or then
DC 40.
I was like, well, I mean, we're dead. Or at least I am. But that's fine.
What your modifier was? So she's
19.
ain't too crazy. 19? Okay, yeah. I mean, the classic.
I figured hers was
we
probably
managed
around
earlier,
that.
so how about the same again?
Okay.
Yeah, so DC
We're
30 is what you like
30?
hit earlier, so
Okay.
she's like,
Yeah.
that seems nice. No, just what we did, what we practiced before. And, you kind of get up there, and she seems like, very happy. It looks like how part on the high rope again. You start doing, what we like start at different edges and like swing towards each other in midair, like jumping from one arm to another. It's very impressive. And you hear some people in the crowd like, oh, it's just like Sylvanas is back. And
Only
yes,
better.
give me the even better. Give me the check out here to see if you miss her hands at any point. Oh
Hell
no, not even a problem. Could have even been harder. No, you really do well. I'll give her a check. What if she fucking fails?
You did well enough to catch her, maybe.
Maybe.
Wow, she hit the DC 30. She just is consistent, She sets the DC. I mean, I don't like reveal it. Like she like, she's like, hitting that mark. Luckily, she's like, but she's like, ooh, putting a bit more into this, huh? As you like an extra somersault in the air. She just about managed to catch you before you fall. But no, it's again a.
Is she disappointed? She's second best again.
Hey, you're watching. Maybe she looks like she. Yeah, I mean, when she says, "Oh, an extra flip," maybe there's like a little bit of like, maybe not jealousy, but a little like, oh, I didn't realize you're going for second flips today. But no, she doesn't. She seems very happy. It seems actually to be performing with someone else, like regardless of whether or not she's second best. You're doing the routine together, and it seems like I imagine Alta isn't like trying to like stand out so much. Like,
can we do this right? Like,
okay.
My additional like above that, I'm actually putting towards. I'm
you're
good enough in this moment to make her look better.
Okay. You're being a gentleman. You're like making like you're like catching her extra well. You're like throwing her like in a so she can do it even better than before. Okay, yes, that's very nice. Okay, then she seemed very appreciative, and she's like, "Oh, it's wonderful to have a partner who really cares." And, she it's nice. And yes, there's a big cheer for the crowd. And did you have a name out there? Were you
amazing out there.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Yeah.
Astonishing, acrobatic, aerial,
AAA.
the AAA. Man.
What does Talia go by?
Twirling Talia. They love acro. They love litivation.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Right?
Who doesn't? Right? It's the height of class.
So, Twirlin, Talia, and...
The Tenacious Typhoon.
No, it wouldn't be T. It'd have to be A, but I'm just trying to give like...
Amazing
area.
Auspicious.
Amazing out there. I mean, it's got a lot of hanging fruit.
Auspicious
But
might be... What is... can't even think of what the definition of auspicious is right now.
Auspicious?
audacious.
Like pops out. or something.
Airborne? Like a classic, right?
Promising success.
Ooh, the auspicious.
Opportunity, favorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the auspicious altar.
Yeah, they're kind of like, what's that word mean? Yeah, auspicious out there. What a local's like, what the fuck? It's fully
Like
elven.
the little folder like explains like auspicious definition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the little bush with it. Yeah, exactly. So you go off to a big clap, and the ringmaster, kind of as he announces the next act we're following up, it's like, well, great work, guys. That's really. I mean, we had a few others try out before. I mean, we've had some others come and go over the years, but really, for your first show, I mean, how did it feel? Have you gotten enough thrill, the feeling in your stomach, hearing the crowd cheer your name? It's something else, isn't it?
My wings
Quite
can't
enjoyed.
stop shaking.
That was amazing.
Amazing, indeed. Well, I mean, now you've got the bite, or you've been bitten by the itch. I'm sure you'll be back every night. You cannot stop. It really is an unbelievable experience.
When he says
And
you've got the bites, check him for being a vampire.
Yeah, you want to sit him? Okay, he seems you can roll perception if you want, but he initially seemed very excited. You know, he says a lot of kind of like turns the phrase, and you don't. You know, he seems not to, in his head, be second considering the word. Whether or not that was a vampire and just a common word, or because he's not, you're unsure.
Yeah.
Okay, but one thing does happen as you are doing this show here. Something which kind of quickly draws all your attention. As he's kind of speaking to the side, it's kind of like off from the main stage front. You see the next show was like the elephants being like led around, those weird like lighting up elephants, and you know it seems to be going pretty well. The crowd are like interested, but you know that this was one which is you know been on a while. You know, and there isn't that much variety or differences they can do. It seems like they're not that well trained. And at one point, someone from the stands, you can't really, like paying attention, but they like start heckling or something, and then like it seems like they throw something at one of the elephants.
Oh no.
And you know, on the other side, you hear like somebody else also do the same and be like, "Yeah, get some new material," and there's like some loud noises, and the elephants start to like react and like start to like there's a loud like and they like do it in trunk, and like you see one of like the people kind of shepherding them get like hit by one of their feet and kind of like get like kicked back like across the room like really hard and heavily.
Johnny to do some Jurassic World.
Exactly, but yeah, they seem to be like kind of becoming a little wild, as like there's all this sound now. There's like some screaming as like the person got like kicked by like the foot of the elephant and got like kind of thrown against the side of the building. So so some people in the crowd are like, what's happening? Like making loud noises, and they seem to be getting a little crazed. So yeah, you could, and the Dream Master is like, he's kind of like starts shouting over some people, and they're like, he's also like, your adventure's right. Can you help?
Animal handling checks or what?
Potentially, you could also try to like just like non-lethally like attack them, right? If you want to like actually like take them out, but if they're causing that disturbance, that would probably be the second step. You could first try like animal handling, for instance, would be a first.
What is that check?
That would be nature. That would be nature.
Oh God, that's terrible. Can I try to diplomacy a fucking elephant?
Not unless
Last
you have
time
I think
we tried to animal handling, it didn't go so well for us.
I guess I could try intimidation.
Whoa, no. I'll try to animal handling.
Okay, so he's like, can you help with this?
Shush.
Okay, just so you can remember, just so you can remember what these looks like, I'll just put them on the map again. Yeah, so it's like in like front of you, and you're like, stop it. Give me a.
Not good with land animals. This is better with the water animals.
Okay, that's what you say.
I thought it was a sea elephant.
Oh no, it's okay, elephant.
Okay, alright, give me a.
Speak their language, Johnny. They don't understand you.
I think like command an animal, which is like what the wording is. So I think I'm not sure if there's. I'm trying to do like an actual handle animal check. I mean, I guess it's like I'll just let you know. What's cool? Like I'll just like the command animal should try to calm it down, right? But this is basically a nature check against a will DC. Okay, cool. So give me a nature check as you're trying to calm it down.
Hidden or shown?
I think this is. Oh wait, let me check. It's shown. I'm gonna put you on the map so you can just see yourself next to the big old elephant.
Ooh, good check.
Okay, very good. So yeah, so this elephant that was going like a little crazy, it was about to like kind of grab you with its trunk and like try to like like lift you up or like throw you around. You try like to talk through these calming words, and it kind of lets out like another like kind of loud like sort of trumpet. Then sort of like lowers its arm or like its feet down, so like on all fours, and just seems to be calmed a little bit. The other one though is still a little. It's like kind of over here. It's like stomping on some of the barrels and like kind of throwing stuff around with its trunk. So you might need to like go over there and try to help that one.
I'm gonna try to run over and intimidate it, like
Ooh,
kind of step back, or maybe even like almost like it's part of the act, like kind of rear up its hind legs, type of thing, like elephants do, right? I almost want to try to make it look like it's part of the show.
Okay. You're like, that person didn't get that bit spoken by this elephant. Don't worry, part of the show. But yeah, give me an
All part of
intimidation
the-
check.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
Using hero point as well. I hope it goes better.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah, okay. So it was
Yeah.
about to. It looks like it was about to like stomp down on top of you as you know you're like there like trying to do it, and the last second it kind of like veers up again, and then like kind of goes down and kind of has its like head lower, almost like in kind of like fear and everything,
Yeah.
and it also seems to like be coerced somewhat. And yeah, the ringmaster after seeing like the two of you manage to like quell the anger, like kind of like runs forward and says, "Do not worry, it's simply part of the show, a demonstration of even more of the accomplishments of our new recruits." And then he like quickly like is saying, like, "Get that man with the broken ribs off out of here!" And you're still like dragging this guy. He's like being knocked unconscious by like the elephant, like off the stage, and like and he whispered, "But perhaps enough with the elephants." And he kind of like gestured for you to like lead them back in, so was like pretending as like part of it, and yeah, as you like will like lead them outside into like the more area where they spend the most time. He like gives you both a pound back and it's like, "Ooh, really lucky today you fell off the boat," and then he like calls up the next act like quickly, and after this there's a couple more for the final display by the fire eater tonight. They're ending by before he again brings
How
you
does
all
the
on the
strong
stage.
man do?
I mean, not like that.
Does he look like he has all his strength sapped?
Oh, it depends on what he rolls. I mean, he'll have a -1, maybe.
Mm.
Ooh, tonight isn't his best performance. He's managing because he's made, but you're like, well, he's not.
We showed him up.
Hard enough there.
He's
Yeah, exactly. He's like bending some bars, but again, it's like it's been here a while, and while most of the audience is like the travelers, like I said, you do have a few of the locals, especially younger ones who are like interested enough to come quite often, and you see like again, like you're just bending these bars again. We've seen it every day. Like they were really excited to see something new out of you.
So like a wave of shrugging, just like...
Yeah, like whatever, dude.
Yeah. He's got a
He's got to up his game. Yeah.
He needs to become a juggling strongman. So he's like throwing up in the air while he's bending
Jesus
the bars.
Christ.
And keeps throwing them.
That is good.
He's just throwing up heavy dumbbells.
And that is good. But no, the ringmaster then at the end invites you all onto the stage once, like onto the board, like so everyone does like a bow and applause, and like everyone's like woo, and you hear some names like some calling out, yeah, Kenai Crixel, woo, your spacious out there, Kenai. Oh, what was the next one? Sorry, it was like Jumping Johnny, the dead guy, woo. And it's like
He's the other like, I'm naughty, Nate.
He's like, the name's Naughty Nate. Beautiful. So there's a lovely evening, which again ends like about 8 p.m. or whatever, as the show is finishing, and you all do like a bow, and there's like then all these voices like they come off, and Talia's having like conversation with you and be like, all right, wow, we really need to get working on tomorrow. It's so nice to have a person again, and you have some other people to crack the circus coming up to like congratulate the rest of you, being like, "Oh, we thought you were dead. We all thought you were dead." Like, whoa, they were like, even saw your friends. They thought you were dead. And there's it's good. And Cooper comes up as well and like says, "Well, I didn't expect that from you. Or you really should, be entertaining a bit more when we're on the boat. I never see any of these tricks over there."
I think we're a little busy, sailing.
But I mean, this shows if we ever want to join the circus, I think our options are plentiful.
True.
Yeah, maybe run our own show with a ship, on a ship.
So many options.
It's too much pressure.
And I went to circus music before it goes too crazy for me. Very good. I'm just gonna say also one thing. Like I will also tell you at the end after the first performance, you can do all your archetype stuff when we do play next time. We're not like ending now. It's just before I forget to say that at the end. But yes, very good. And then it is what's it called? 8 p.m. The people all kind of go and eat something after the show normally, like just with like the camp kitchen or whatever. So I don't know if you joined for that or if you're immediately like, okay, we gotta like figure something else out. But that's at least for the rest of the.
If we got the archetype, we might as well just head off.
That's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you.
Nah, we're ready to leave at this point.
Not to be that guy, but Altair definitely is testing the waters a little bit with Talia.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Keep in mind, she's certainly speaking like animated with you over like the dinner. She seems really excited. Like talk about it. Of course, like the practice in the day went well, but it's very different to see like the first show go off and like see that like
Got a real high.
Well, and it's the
exactly,
whole like
chemistry
the
together.
build up of the other things that went so well,
Exactly.
culminating in that. Yeah.
Exactly right. You see the actual output instead of just working on the input. So she's very animatedly talking about like the next show you can put on together, and like it'll be even better and bigger, and it's even what Sylvanus never would have dreamed of being able to do. It's
Shit talking Sylvanus all the time.
yeah.
I
He's
mean,
like he's
see,
shit
I
now.
got that before, and the idea that he was a very selfish partner, and I'm like, no, see, I'm a
Yeah.
very giving partner.
I'm a
and
giver.
not
No,
just
No, but that's your
a-
way in, though. Just like that's your common
exactly
ground.
right, and definitely kind of playing that subtly.
Playing that
in there.
card. Let's see what it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be good. Give me a diplomacy check to see how the chat's referred to me.
I'd be
Like I mean,
such a
she's
good
like she's
boyfriend.
very like she's already like for sure friendly, just like how
Yep.
much do they get to. Okay, yeah, she seems very happy to talk to you. She is, it seems she finally found someone who she can.
Yeah. And I can put on the charm.
Oh yeah, I can see. I don't, Josh, I
don't
believe
see
it.
it. Was it?
Altair, to be clear.
Great. Nice, but yeah. So the camp meal goes on. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, but of course, feel free to discuss by yourself what you so decide to do next.
What
Yeah, I
do
don't know.
this? Our lead investigator is gone.
Yeah.
I know.
Did
Our
you see
troop leaders.
Sylvanus or the mysterious woman in the crowd?
Not yet.
I'm sure you would have mentioned it. I think.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Let's scare the elephant. Is the next quest.
What?
What scared the elephants?
I
That's
mean,
what
no,
people
it's
throwing
really
shit.
scared. Yeah.
Yeah. He did. Was already.
People just
answered,
being
actually.
assholes. Didn't seem anything
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but we need to do something about them. Kill them.
What the heck?
The elephants or the people? The heck? Like, oh, Jesus. I guess
And,
tomorrow night
chop
you're
their
the
head off.
Bowser. Yeah. No ticket. He throws him out of a fucking blimp.
Yeah.
Typical Indiana Jones.
Very nice.
Yeah. And now I can do the archetype. Oh yeah.
Wait, but you don't want the archetype, right?
Yeah, of
It's a
course I
possibility.
want-
It's an option. It's nice.
Yeah, I want this. I wanted this one.
What did I can't
Really?
What did I choose?
Wait, I thought you
Yeah.
wanted the trick driver.
Yeah, I
or
also
whatever.
wanted that one.
But I think it's the idea of getting there is going to be difficult.
Wait, what are you talking about?
It'll be a while, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Nate also wants to be an acrobat.
Yeah. Everyone wants to be an acrobat. But were you gonna be a staff acrobat or a normal acrobat?
Except for the one that
No,
is
no,
maybe
no.
the best at acrobatics.
Really? But staff acrobat is so cool.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be an
but
acrobat.
the skill that I want is. Yeah, we discussed this already.
Swapping shit out is.
You need a
Oh.
specific
Yeah,
weapon.
just-
No, staff
for
acrobat
one
you
of
can
the
do with
skills.
your weapon as well, right? But that was it.
No, I think one specific skill that I wanted, you can't. You need the ball staff or something. So something weird.
Like something
Really?
in the archetype.
Oh, the whirlwind stancing or whatever. They gave you the AC bonus.
Yeah.
It was that one. Yeah. That's true. That one you need a staff at the parry trait. That's true.
What is
What do you
staff
mean?
acrobat versus acrobat? What's the big difference there?
Staff acrobat is a lot about like if you have like a weapon, which is like for instance like a pull up or
Sun
speed, you can like
Wukong?
jump farther, you can like shove or trip with it.
Oh, so this whole time I've been meaning staff is like employee staff,
Oh,
not no staff.
Oh,
I was like, I don't.
man,
What the
that is
fuck's the
good.
difference?
Oh, staff.
Staff.
Jack,
It's like
I
some
don't get it.
impression
Why
of
is it
him.
different? Yeah.
So we're gonna have like fucking three
That makes
acrobats.
so
or
much
what's-
goddamn
But you're not
more
taking
sense.
acrobat, are you, Crixel? No.
No.
So it's Johnny and.
I mean, I might look into it just because I'm kind of reaching the end of the scout.
You should go juggler, Crixel.
Ooh,
And
juggle
juggle your
guns while
guns.
shooting them.
No, that is
Ah.
cool. That is cool.
Oh, not enough guns. I could
Dude,
get some.
hopefully
guns.
You can go like single shot
Um,
revolvers and do juggle. That's fucking cool.
And the
The
last-
main the bad thing about beast guns is a reload, right? So if I never reload,
yeah.
that might be the solution.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's actually kind of interesting. You would just never reload a gun, right? If you were a juggler who used the guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, I didn't write the.
But okay. Okay, but yes, and of course, the reason you could do all these things, even if you weren't particularly doing that during the day, you were like maybe chatting with people around the camp, whoever who was like talking about it, blah blah. you're part of the circus now, maybe.
Yeah. Nerd.
Okay, yes, but is there anything you want to do over the dinner or in the evening? What is the plan, team? I mean, you can only take one day off, it's not like there's any emergency. No?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're technically still sort of trying to look into Savant's disappearance, right?
Sort of looking into it.
Going through the motions.
I'm
You're
pretty
like-
sure he's Altair is definitely he's dead.
Yeah, but we should look into so it doesn't happen again, Or like we should at least
Yeah, we
figure
should
out what.
find
I mean,
this.
the job
It's
was like
demonic.
figure out what happened, not necessarily save him, but like at least figure out the mystery.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you also know, you want to be paid, and if you can, solve the mystery where you run, of course, that's where you
So I mean, do we get paid?
Yeah, it's on this
250.
payment. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But they want to,
That's for the reward, but this bonus points if you can fill in for him at the same time. So we're filling in.
Oh,
what's the bonus
not
points?
finding
yeah.
out for just
The
filling
bonus
in.
points was they were thinking more just but they do give you a little bit of money for just the show performance. They get everyone gets a cut
We
of
did give him the
profits.
best show they probably had.
Exactly. Well, sure, but it isn't what's it called? I can look up it's not it's kind of saying you get earn income, right? It's a crazy amount, but it's I guess you were all doing. I was just gonna average out the DCs to succeed. Okay, you each get he kind of says that was. Really, I haven't seen much of that for time, and he gives you each 5 gold pieces for the show.
Nice.
That's not too
Bets.
bad, man. Think of it as
That's something.
bonus. That was, if you're willing to do a few more shows and you put on like that, the crowd will gather. Be worth my money, that's for sure.
More?
Yeah. Otherwise, any plans for tonight?
I mean, what's the time?
About 8 p.m. 8:30 maybe by the time we finish the meal and chatted with everyone.
So, do we go to the inn? Take a look if there's
Should go to the inn,
How new
just
people,
like
right?
and just
Yeah,
just
ask around a little bit
socialize
more. Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
maybe this
Attract
lady
the-
will
yeah.
I invite Talia.
us
Yeah,
because
okay.
we are stars now.
Yep.
I guess right. That's how it works, right?
I mean,
bro?
I don't know.
Stars.
I don't know. We performed.
We did. We
We
did it
performed
well.
well.
We performed well. Nice. Okay, so you're we're now we are the fancy ones. Clearly, they'll be interested in us. That's your spirit. And yeah, that's true. Yes, you go back for Buff, but Talia is I haven't done it often, but sure, sounds not too bad. Maybe
Yeah.
people as you, but yeah, she also goes with you. But she, when she hits bar, she definitely kind of sticks with you and have a drinking with you. She's
Yeah.
one way off. The rest of you go there. Yeah, the atmosphere very different, Johnny. People seem to recognize you. They're like, hey, you're the jumping Johnny from the show. How'd you jump into Earth like that? And there's a lot of questions, about you. Center of attention. People offering to buy you drinks. It's it's like
It's very
you're in a
awkward.
dream.
Because the conversations go very awkwardly.
Oh, they do.
Strange
Okay.
directions.
No,
right?
no, let's hear it. I want to hear this.
Yeah, let's hear the strange conversation. They were like, "That was amazing. How did you jump into the Earth like that?"
It's like, bro, you just don't know,
anyone can
bro.
do it, bro. Yeah, if you just believe, strong enough, you work. Actually, you know what? Don't do that. Don't try to jump into it if you believe, bro.
Dude,
It
it's so
doesn't
horrible.
go well if you can't actually do it, bro.
Is it something to do with you being blue?
Yes, but don't paint yourself blue. It doesn't work like that, bro.
Okay. But why are you blue?
It's just how I am, bro. I can't just ask people why they're blue, bro.
If
Why do
he'd
keep
tell
saying
you,
bro?
I'd have to kill you.
And you're some sort of you're
Pull out the
some
gun.
sort of double act.
Yeah, we are,
Yeah,
bro.
yes.
We are.
We are. Yeah.
Can't have one without the other.
And then I guess I'll leave the two of you alone. They kind of turn away with that drink.
Come on, bro. Jeez, man, the people in this town, bro.
Oh my.
So I want to get off this island.
Okay, so your socializing consists of this. Got it. Or you're gonna get picked up. And you're
They're
gonna get
going
picked up.
well.
gonna
I'm
get
sitting
picked
a
up
little
anytime.
away with Dahlia.
Yeah, she's gonna laugh with you about the other two. Like, have
Yeah.
we met other people before?
Jeez.
That's not. That's not.
I'll be honest. They stay on a ship way too long. They need to get online
I
more.
can tell. Why does he keep saying bro?
I have no idea. It's
You should really maybe talk to him a little bit. Let him know how to speak with other
I
people.
try, but you see how it is.
I do. I don't know how you haven't gone crazy with those two.
Yeah.
You've
I
been traveling
try
with
to
them
get away
long?
when I can. I mean, how long now have we truly been
A
traveling?
few months,
together?
yeah, like
I mean,
4 months
probably
or
almost,
something.
I bet over half a year by this point.
You're right,
Yeah,
6
you-
months actually.
just a-
Almost
yeah.
exactly 6
Yeah.
months, yeah.
Yeah, it's about. I mean, specifically with them for about half a year now.
Okay, and you managed to keep yourself a lot
Well,
in more good graces.
luckily, a
than
lot
them.
of the time is spent, adventuring and fighting off
Yes.
enemies and whatnot.
That does sound very exciting.
It is.
And yeah, she asks you some more like questions about it, and have
Sure.
you have some nice chats, with a drink. Nate, are you doing anything in particular in the bar?
Not really, just hanging with my
Yeah, you do
friends.
get you also get like some people being like, so what was the trick? How'd you do it? Do you have an air bladder down there, or what were you doing?
Just
Send it from a fish.
pretty good holding my breath.
Really good. I mean, you could also run underwater, right? Like that's
Yeah,
so you like path. You have
I've-
some.
I've been a sailor for quite a long time.
They kind of look around the bar. I think most people have been
It's
sailors a long time.
Just seeing the team literally flounder in basic ass
you're
conversation.
like, get 'em out of here.
I maybe I try to maybe in kind of a bit of lull, kind of get the bar's attention, right, to a degree, and
The
just
bards.
say,
Okay, you're trying to
yeah,
get
like
the whole of
so
yeah, okay.
I kind of make a bit of a speech, right, talking about you'll never see a keener shot than Crixel, and
They're like,
I'm just like trying like this beard to the wall at this point.
Exactly. But I-
bad
so I'm just trying to help them all, it's like
Oh
years of
god,
skill.
I
I'm trying to do this
I feel myself
get them
shrinking.
almost to leave them alone though in terms of all this work, and we appreciate your support, etc., but kind of talk everyone up to a
Well, I'll
level
say
that
don't
maybe
talk to them.
they'll-
They're fucking creepy.
yeah, that they'll be left
Yeah.
alone to a degree.
Okay.
They need
Give me a
to keep
diplomacy check. I
being
know you're doing so
focused.
many, but you're doing so many requests. And
I
like,
know.
confessions.
God, I gotta
Oh,
save my
man.
party from even conversation.
The most dangerous enemy.
The
Wait,
most stupid
what?
actors.
No, that's real. Blind Jim.
Yeah, blind Jim. Oh yeah, everyone it seems to work perfectly just as you had hoped.
Yeah.
It is.
And
I
again,
feel like
it's
people who
clearly
train
I'm trying.
diplomacy do well in diplomacy. I swear, maybe it's just fucking bloodlords.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
good fun. It's like
Because
it's
I
always
roll
seems so
stealth
high
and it's like,
above like
fuck.
yeah.
Just fuck all roll for stealth for some
It's
reason.
crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, so everyone seems to be they have they be kind of like nice. You still get a couple of drinks poured for you, but they don't really bother you with conversation.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But by the way, in this whole conversation, I drew end by talking up Talia, who's been carrying the circus.
Star of the show.
Okay, she's definitely blushing a lot by the end, and when you get back, she's
Yeah.
like, "You really didn't have to do that."
I did.
Okay, she kind of just nods without saying anything.
Mhm.
Kind of changes the topic to something else you were chatting about before the speech.
Sure.
Very nice. It's good to laugh.
Topics came up. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, is it there's a lot of people in the bar, of course, you're keeping an eye out, for people who show up. You
Yep.
don't see Fiona, you don't see this strange black-haired individual that was described previously, at least, but based on some of your thoughts, you're not sure that's a surprise.
I am just kind
So
of
it's,
keeping an eye out for anyone with a mirror.
Okay, with a mirror in general.
Oh,
okay.
with a mirror.
Sure.
Yeah, like a personal mirror,
Oh.
kind of what
Mm,
Fiona
yeah.
described. Because I
So
figured
Fiona didn't describe a personal mirror. She described they were in the washroom, and she went
Oh,
after them, and they
gotcha.
were reflection of
Never
that.
mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a personal mirror.
No,
type
no, it
thing.
was like a
Never
calculation, yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's why I was confused. Like they would bring the thing that gave them away. Like it's.
Yeah. Those would
I
be
mean,
that situation.
Who would be looking at the reflection of someone else in the hand mirror? I don't know. That's weird too, but no, that
Yeah.
makes a little more sense. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to keep it
So
just
just in
general
general,
eye out for
yeah.
yeah, for
Pretty women in this bar full of young women. Yeah. Anyone too. Yeah. I mean, one thing is you do go up to the bar at one point, and this woman who's kind of standing next to you does turn to you and say, "Ah, you, the one with the beautiful speech.
Ah.
It was very nice."
Thank you. I do my best. My party is They are quite talented, but maybe less so in the way with words.
You did hear a bit of their fumbling. But
You
maybe
say
you
what?
I know the bar there far away, like, sure, why not?
Yeah, she smiles and like, oh yeah, asks the bartender to bring over another glass. And yeah, she like cheers as you, and
Yeah.
Do you like she like seems she's willing to like have a conversation unless you kind of like excuse yourself.
Yeah, I said, I thank you again for the drink, but I really must return. And I gesture back towards Talia.
Yeah. She like smiles and she like, yeah, of course. Don't let me keep you.
Yeah, so I'll go return and.
Yeah, and you continue having a pleasant evening. And yeah, so the rest of you get to keeping an eye out to see if you see easy.
Like any. I'm looking for.
Yeah, let me know what
I
you're
have no idea.
I
I don't have any idea of what the woman would look like. I'm looking for
Yeah.
men going beyond infatuation or whatever, infatuation, and more like entranced as they're getting dragged out or something. Like maybe signs of that.
Maybe if they were chance they're not the ones being dragged.
I just figured you were looking for men. I was like, oh, that would explain so much, Crystal.
I'm looking for Bird.
The only one that you spotted fits the description is Altair.
Yes.
He's definitely not
The
entranced.
twist. What twist?
Though, again, there would definitely be that very clear to you three difference. He's not done this before, so I guess maybe you would think that was weird.
Yeah, that's true in a way. Okay, otherwise you're keeping an eye out for anyone who seems to be maybe not complete control there. So give me a perception check.
I'm looking at him like, why is Altair talking so much to someone other than us? This is strange.
Makes no sense.
I'm like a man dying in the desert of thirst for conversation.
Do we not provide?
Okay. So you're searching out for anything you've seen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're looking around and you see there is one what's it called, I guess, like couple who you think kind of fit, and maybe originally partly the reason you maybe didn't notice them was maybe they didn't fit the bill in your mind, maybe of like especially like that attractive or woman. It seems like maybe a slightly older, like the person who is like doing the drinking the man looks like probably you can kind of see by the way dressed, maybe like a ship captain or something, where maybe a bit older in life, maybe like mid 50s, and it's like having quite an anime conversation, and you see he is talking to another woman who maybe looks maybe like 40-ish, so still like a good man younger than him, but certainly like older than like a lot of people at the bar. So clearly is very attractive though, as you like look at her. Maybe you're not attractive, but you can kind of get that. So you've seen how humans look at each other, and she's shapely and like clearly even for age, she looks kind of like mature. I guess she doesn't like look like too ancient. And yeah, you
I'm
see
familiar
the way
with
talking
animals. This is a cougar.
Yeah, yeah, and he does seem a little like infatuated with her as he's talking and stuff, like very animatedly and like just staring at her very, very much and
Nate,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
I need your human eyes to see if this is normal.
What are you
Neutral mating behavior.
A beer.
I'll like kind of like try to point them out with my beak, just over there. The older people.
Oh, the people. I thought you wanted a drink. Oh.
Also,
wonders,
yes.
is Nate still attracted to women his actual age?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but Nate, as you like look at her, I mean, Nate, it's up to you, of course, to describe, you're attracted to her. I'm not gonna like put in your head, but yeah, like I said, she very much is like, clearly she is older than most people in the bar, but especially for you, who been, probably are at that stage in life, maybe you see a bit more in people other than like the looks others might. She is clearly very attractive, yes. like in conventional
Yes.
sense.
Hmm.
Like
But-
she is, good on her. She is, she clearly, like, even though her skin is, like, older and a bit more, like, softer, I guess you kind of get. Maybe as you get older, like, a little less, like, kind of springy or elasticy. She clearly has, like, not spent too long in the sun and everything like that. So, yeah, she looks good.
Hmm. Oh,
Time to lay
who
on
do
the
you
charm,
mean?
Nate.
That one, that lady over there. What?
Yes, well, yes, I think. Well, mostly the man seems too interested.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him. You know?
I like that. Like, can't blame the guy.
Got a point.
Yeah.
Snap out of it, Nate. Do not get hypnotized.
Huh? Huh? What?
Keep focus, or you'll fall under her spell.
Oh. You were saying something, right?
Should
Oh,
we?
so you want to what? Follow her into the night? I could do that. I mean, we could do that. That's what you mean, right?
No, not at all. No, none of that. I mean, we follow her as she leaves with her
Yeah.
prey,
Yeah, of
and
course.
then
Didn't I say that?
intervene. No, but no grabbing to be done. No hauling.
Yeah. I mean, intervene like last night, right? Kind of.
Maybe, but more closely before they have time.
I mean, we'll send Altari in and see what happens, right? I mean, he's the man for the job.
Well, good luck, check out what Altair is doing. He seems kind of like
It says we have a big
Preoccupied,
pleasant
right?
evening, Brutalia, yeah.
maybe we leave him out for
He's
this
less
one.
interested in whatever the fuck you guys are all doing.
I can do it. I need air anyway. But maybe they won't leave for a while.
Yeah, they don't seem in a hurry.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's not. Yeah.
I
Okay,
guess-
not get too close.
I mean-
just observe from distance.
yeah, I'll keep an eye out on her, and we'll wait till they
Me too.
leave, I guess.
Keep an eye. Keen eye, Crixel. Yes.
Do you want
So indeed.
to let the other two know about the plan, or
We'll tell Johnny.
okay? You go talk to Johnny. I'll be watching her and the guy, I guess. And in the meanwhile,
Whatever guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll inform Johnny. But also,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Johnny points them out, and you get what he means as well. She does say something about her.
Well,
watch for now,
yeah,
or
let's
do you want
watch.
to
Yes.
do something?
Oh, just watch first. Watch
Okay.
first. Definitely watch first. Don't wanna jump the gun.
Again.
mm,
Okay, yes,
Say
you
the
keep
words.
watching. You keep watching for a bit. They're talking like closely together. After, I mean, how long are you watching for? If they just seem to be having a conversation at the bar and like sharing some drinks, like.
Think until either Altair like returns, like or said he's gonna go off or whatever, or until they leave, like the older couple leaves.
Is there, what are you kind of planning for the rest of the evening out there? What are you attempting to plan anyway?
Altair?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, he's also saying away to you. Like, you're spending like at least a while more there, right? Having a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Not like that. Okay, good.
I'm definitely trying to gauge
Where-
the interest.
Where the
there
evening
with-
takes you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then after about half an hour, so
Around
still
until
quite.
basically she's done for the night, whatever that means.
Yeah. Sure.
Be on for the
but
evening,
it
not on
seems,
for the night, you know?
you know, it seems like before at
There's
that
definitely
point,
a
it
day
does
there where
seem
you'd be
that
flash if anything was to happen.
the older couple at the bar, after about like maybe another 20 to 30 minutes of watching them, like they do seem to like finish their drinks and like pay the bartender and then like seem to walk out together.
Yeah, I think we're still like, we're close together, all of us, right? So
Yeah, all you except for
Um,
out there, yeah.
so yeah, I'll go. Maybe follow behind. What other does to us, you do to me. Wait, other way around. Today is not my day. I kind of like leave.
Okay. So you want to then follow them?
Yeah,
around, or
I'll
you just
basically
stay back?
like exactly
Okay, yes.
do my best to hide, like blend into the shadows. Put
Okay,
up
yeah.
my owl.
Okay, so you're like probably hiding. Yeah, give me a stealth check as you're kind of like avoiding notice. You're trying to like trail them without being noticed, but as well.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of lead the, or not lead the way, so you follow them as they lead the way, like along these docks. They seem to be, walking quite far. They kind of walk. They don't walk towards in the center. They kind of walk a bit more around the outskirts. They're kind of like walking hand in hand, so you're not sure, who's kind of like leading the way. But so it gets a bit quieter, and there's like more like before where there were like a lot of houses very close together. Now the house like a little bit more spread out, and they're like kind of smaller, kind of like more cottages, maybe a bit more old looking. And you see her start to like she like points into the direction like one of the houses, and then like they start to like walk towards it. It's like this kind of like little kind of cottage, like maybe like the nearest other house is maybe like 100 feet away, kind of thing. She like leads them towards it.
Yeah. If they're crossing, I'll wait until like they're at the house and maybe going inside, and then I'll like follow them quickly behind.
Yeah, sure. Yes, so yeah, you do that, and then you follow in quickly behind the house. And yeah, what are you trying to like kind of similar to what Alta did, where you're trying to like listen in at windows and everything?
Yeah, maybe more. I'm assuming it's harder to hear through like the walls.
Yeah,
I'll
that's what
try
I'm
and peer into the window if I can.
Okay, yes. Yes, you kind of like look around the house, like look to see. Of course, there's a few windows. You do see they like at least all in like the kind of front where you're trying to sneak in. You do seem to have like kind of curtains drawn or like like shutters up, so it doesn't seem to be able to like look in. You can give me like a perception check, I guess, to see if you can see like any like anywhere else. Maybe you think you might be able to get a good look or whatever.
Okay. I only have low light vision as well, so I don't know if it's proper dark.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if there were like lights on the side, of course, then it would be easier to see. And you do see some like cracks escaping from like behind the curtains or whatever. And yeah, you kind of try to look around a little bit, and you do see kind of on the back of it, there's like kind of like a window a little bit higher up, which you think probably wouldn't have a curtain. You think maybe you could like climb a little bit up the back of the house and like get a view that way. Might be possible.
Okay.
And then
yeah, I think time is not low of the essence. I'll immediately try that.
Yeah, okay, so wait, to give me athletics checks.
Sure. All the ones I'm good at. Yeah, pretty good.
Wow, yeah, pretty good then. Yes, you quickly with barely a sound scarper up, so you have this like little peek in, and indeed, you see you see them like through this like little crack, like kind of cracked in the window at the back, like above. It seemed like when you look in here, it seems like to be kind of like one main kind of like room with like another kind of side bit, but like kind of very open plan without any sort of doors. And you see right now they are sitting like in these seats kind of near a fireplace. They seem to be like having another drink. Do you like kind of stay watching then for a bit?
Yeah, if I can remain in this position without.
Yeah, you think like this is pretty hard to see, like so like someone would kind of need to be around the back of the house, which isn't normally they would be laid up. Okay, so you kind of watch this scene unfold around you, and yeah, you see that it does transition, from like this drink to like talking to getting closer to kissing, and at one point they start to make it towards the bed, which is like still in this like open like plan, so not that dissimilar. And you watch as it gets a bit more hot and heavy, and there's like dim light, so you would think like for a human especially, it'd be like they probably would see very little, to kind of not like mood lighting, like even quite dark in that, right, but just not pitch black, as you're seeing what's happening. And yeah, it seems to be normal at first, but as you kind of watch, I guess in like kind of an awkward way.
Crixel's not a prude, like.
Okay.
He's
that's
awkward, but
if you
he's...
watch it with no having sex, then you're not chill with that. You're a prude. Okay,
Look,
you're right.
I'm not here for another reason. I'm not peeping you.
The scene starts to shift before your eyes. You see her form start to shift slightly. Like, her nails seem to grow longer. Her hair, like, almost goes a little darker in color. Her skin changes. It actually goes, she was a bit tan, like, goes a little bit more, like, kind of pale. And you start to see from the head, these, like, small beginnings of, like, a horn start to go on. You think not obvious enough to, like, maybe if you were in the throes of what was happening, you would realize. But just enough that you, as an observer, can see the form, like, shift slightly before your eyes.
Okay, right. Okay, that's pretty good evidence, I'd say. So I'm right now. I'm like on the wall, right? Like I'm kind of like perched on like a windowsill or something.
You found like exactly. Yeah. It's like very small. It's like I kind of think like like kind of in like a room you might have like something like this size. So like you could maybe crawl through it yourself, but like it is quite a small opening.
Okay. No, there's no way I can. And how far? Like how did this window is on a. How far is like the front door from here?
From the what
solo
side?
this thing, Crixel.
It's like a small, pretty small hovel, right? So I can quickly like go around to the front door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I maybe have a map of the cottage so you can see potentially what it looks like. If you've seen evidence this strong, it seems I don't think there's much to worry about as I can. Let me see. I just want to make sure this is working properly. Okay, yes, I will activate this. Then Crixel should... Wait, let me reset Fog of War. I want to see if this works for you properly with, like, the windows, actually. So if you see, like, right now, you're, like, kind of up here, and if you move towards it, you should kind of actually see, like, it reveal more of the inside.
Cool.
So you can see here, there's, like, this bed over here, and this is where you see, like, the two figures.
Alright, and which side would the front door be?
What's that?
Where's the front door on this?
Like, over here, kind of, like, around the side. So you're, like, kind of on the back wall right now. I guess
show your marksman's ability.
I will put on like a party token just so everyone can see. But I guess
back of the dome through a window. Come on, Crixel.
So just so you, in case.
Wait a minute. Is there glass in this window?
It's still loading for you.
Yeah.
What's that, Jacko?
Is there glass in the window?
This one is like almost like a bit too small. It's kind of like wood, but there is no glass. Like there's kind of like some
just like an opening.
Bars to stop going in. Yeah, but it looks like a place you would have like fresh air come in and out. And it's really hot in this kind of area of the land. So it's not like you really need it to be.
Yeah.
So my plan is... think you could get a shot in, yeah?
Yeah. So my plan is to drop down, but before I drop down, I do want to grab my gun, point as best as I can.
Okay.
Mimic the performance, and then try and aim for the back of the head.
I can put something on the map for you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and she's got a little something. She's got a little something.
There's some nice wings you got there.
Yeah, you don't see too much of them yet, but you see like the nubbins.
Okay, should we roll initiatives then, or I don't know. How
okay, yes, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna say like no matter what, you're gonna go first, but she can't really notice you. But so I think right now it's only two of you. It's not even really necessary. But
sure.
Yes, you would be doing a stealthing. She would have so many like circumstance penalties and stuff that she's like, I don't think it'd be realistic for her to notice you. It doesn't make sense.
Let me see what gun to use. It's too far of a shot, I think. Yeah, okay. I'll use the dueling pistol.
Okay, yeah, so you get out the pistol as you kind of line up. And even though, like, there's a lot of cover, obviously, this is like almost like an hour situation where it's not flagging any for them. It's just kind of like giving you something to hide behind.
Ooh, I'll reroll this.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry, did I get a hero point anywhere in this session? Or?
Yeah, you did. You did that a hard shot as well back then.
Alright,
the two. Okay, alright. So yeah, maybe the sight is a little distracting. You see it, even though maybe not conventionally would you be attracted to. There's something about her, and it really kind of throws you off. There's a lot of movement, and where's the head? It's like it's a difficult shot. So you try to pull the trigger, and no, it just slams off the back of the headboard. And I will say now, as you kind of see it, it's almost like the flashlight that lights it up. You also can see here that the figure underneath her is not doing too well. You think they do certainly look to be being drained, or you can almost see physically now that there's something already sapping away at them. And yeah, as the gunshot happens, she immediately like turns to the window and like stares at you as you kind of hovering there. But I guess like you do have 2 actions, I guess, and now we suddenly will roll into initiative. Or like you go in initiative, not roll into initiative. I mean, I guess we can.
Yeah,
unless,
well,
like, of course, you want to just sprint away or something, in which case maybe we can do it more so you don't mind. But it's up to what you do next, I suppose.
I wanna. So she's looking at me. Yeah, I wanna make sure that I know that she knows I'm here, and then I wanna like spend my second action reloading, and then I will drop down.
Okay, so you just lose complete sight of yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll start running to this side.
Towards the front door. Okay, yes. So you do that. Yeah. Okay. She would do. Okay.
Ooh, it's pretty roll. That guess doesn't really matter. And the others, were they close enough to hear the gunshot, perhaps? Or
no, this was like a 15-minute walk. It wasn't No, not in like a harbour town where like the inside a bar. No, it doesn't make sense. Like you would hear.
Did they say behind a bar? Wait,
I thought so. Was anyone following? I thought that they were. I think.
Wait, oh shit. I thought it was like I'll go immedially behind them and then you trail me, you know.
Oh,
like,
was that did Nathan Johnny get that?
I mean, the plan was, right?
That was the plan, sorry. I didn't pay that much attention. So, Nate, you're okay. So, in your head, the plan was you were going to follow. How far behind?
I mean, far enough to not be...
The perfect distance the DM has to decide that it could not potentially be a damage, could not potentially negatively affect you, but close enough to be the best possible outcome. Yes, that distance, the classic.
I mean, like...
Yeah, obviously.
100, a couple hundred feet, something like that.
Tricks.
Yeah, like
a couple hundred feet
then
or something.
By the way, have we confirmed? Is it a succubus then?
This fits what's described to him to be a succubus.
Okay.
I
was
don't have any silver.
I mean, I guess I would probably like try to keep Pixely nice.
Okay, so we can say maybe you're like 3 rounds behind or something like that. If that seems fair to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you're like maybe so that would be a couple hundred feet away. So that's maybe like 70 meters or something. So you can see him, but you're not really close enough that you could like stand out. And Johnny, you also went with. You didn't take Altair with though, right? Altair, you don't.
No.
Okay.
We didn't even tell him anything about any of this.
Those of you who are like free, yeah, exactly. He'll be busy to let him know how well it went. Okay, no, so yeah, you snuck up like that. Nate and Johnny, yeah, you definitely didn't hear this gunshot coming from like the direction you saw the house Pixel headed towards, and you heard a gunshot coming from that direction. So you immediately are like, what the fuck? But I guess we'll roll you in at like round 4, whatever. Okay, so Pixel, that's your turn. Yeah, she does something you don't know. Okay, yes, and then it's your turn again.
There's a pretty big stack of logs. Can I run up it like a staircase?
Oh wow, sure, why not? Difficult terrain while you're running up it though, of course. Because that's
not. So this square is difficult terrain. Is the first square difficult terrain?
Yeah, it's full of logs.
Okay, so that's 20 extra feet.
That'd be 25.
Probably should go.
It's the same kind of,
Can I move like this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just one action. Oh wait, last turn. Is it too late to take one extra stride action because I had the striders?
It doesn't have to be towards her for the striders.
Oh, I think you're right. But isn't it technically towards her if we go to the front door? No, it's.
Let me see it. As your first action, you have to stride, so that would be before.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do that either. No, that's true.
Yeah.
15, another. Okay, and wait, I don't. Where was the front door? Like over here?
Over here. So yeah, so this is like a little bit of a like kind of like a deck kind of thing,
I'll stay here and draw my sword. On the other hand.
Sword, wait, let's go. Okay, yes.
And oh fuck, I can't do both. No, okay, I'll just draw my sword.
Okay, very good. hear the door open around the corner, and you hear a voice kind of call out in common, in a little bit of a, seductive tone. It's like, come in. We can, sure, understand this little misunderstanding. But this is just like words that you don't sense any specific magic in it, that you need to do a save against at least. But then it is your turn again. Oh,
Okay.
Quicksilver. Now you see this form in the door. She's a beautiful Tengu. Like really, really nice.
Oh no! Oh no!
Beautiful tango, you say?
Yeah.
We lost them, boys. It's over.
It's been so lonely. Okay, so, but anything,
and
like anything magical?
she's actually even saying it in what's it called? In Tengu.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
True.
Kind of like hesitantly walk over to. Am I seeing this right?
Yeah. Oh baby, you're seeing it right.
But there's still no like magical charm on me, right? I'm just seeing what I'm seeing.
No, you're just seeing this beautiful Tengu before you, but you still saw what you saw previously.
Gonna look behind me, gonna think on what I've seen in the past few seconds. I'll raise my gun and say, understand this.
Badass. Right, give me the shot.
Oh, I rolled public. Private.
Oh my gosh, so pretty good roll. That is a crit.
Mm-hmm.
You say, understand this and blaster.
It's a public roll. Now I've got it enabled properly.
Wait,
This is why you're single.
Okay. Nice.
Barely
She
injured.
Shakes a big shot. It's a forward
Make
save.
it force to save, yeah.
She fails.
Oh, okay.
So becomes stunned 1. Yeah, so she's completely thrown back with this, but that is your full turn, right?
Yes.
Like, enough of this. Come give me a kiss. And she strides forward and tries to put you into an embrace, which works as a grapple, but she uses diplomacy instead of charm. That she tries to
Shit.
grab hold of you in her arms.
But it's still my
Diplomacy.
against my fort's DC.
Yes, I suppose so. It's a little strange, but I guess so. Yeah, it still says
25?
she's grabbing using diplomacy.
It's just diplomacy.
But I will say,
right?
because you are a little bit attractive, you do have a -2 on this.
And I've shed prep time, gotta give it to her.
What's your 4th DC?
25.
Okay, she succeeds on the 2. And she grabs you into this. And she grabs you into it. Her diplomacy pretty good, believe it or not. And she grabs you in this embrace, and then begins to passionately kiss you.
Oh my!
Look at this.
She was stunned. She has to move and.
Oh shit! You're right. She was stunned. Good call. Sorry. Good call. Yeah. So you're just in this embrace. But then it's your turn beginning. And then we'll say, at this turn, the other 2 of you kind of, appear, kind of down below on the map, as it's now been, 3, so you started running at the first round, second round, third round, yeah, exactly. So I will say you're, still at the bottom, but I'll kind of put you on the map, and you can kind of, roll in from, here.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
So you
see me hugging, right?
Perspective?
Yeah, you see Crixel, in an embrace with a fellow Tengu.
Just
You're like, oh my let's leave this guy alone.
Wait a second, we haven't seen any Tengu in this town at all. This is not right.
Yeah. I mean, maybe just go closer.
Very suspicious.
Give me initiative, Nate. So.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But Crixel will show you to do it first, and then we're gonna beat that.
It's pretty good initiative.
Could have.
Oh my god.
Neat.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah.
Wow, there we go,
wait
Nate.
for it. Wait for it.
Very good, very good.
Find my buttons.
Okay, so yeah, you go first. And yeah, you heard the gunshot and went sprinting, and yeah, you see. Well, can you even see from the angle? Yeah, you can see Crixel at least, and yeah, these arms, so these other bird arms around him.
Oh, I have more speed now because I don't have the armor on. I'll move.
Also, don't have armor on
Close.
the
Yeah, it's a bit suspicious. It's a bit sus.
I'll move closer.
Oh yeah, I guess I would also wouldn't have my armor on.
You had some cool coral armor, no?
Yeah, I have
you
the
wore
coral
that. Maybe you wore
armor.
that for your diving. That
Actually,
was
that's
good.
Kind of
makes
fits,
sense, makes
yeah.
sense, yeah.
And then, how close should I get before
Medium.
trying
Not
something?
heavy. That's fine.
Let's move in and then
You see him running up, I'm just like,
I'll act surprised.
Yeah, you're no longer really feeling. I don't think it's fair to say you would be sexually attracted to them in the bird form. You know, for you, it's a little bit too crazy. It's like how it works.
Nate's lived in the town.
Yeah, it's
just
also
hanging
true.
around,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
that's
vague,
what
but you don't want to make definite
Yeah.
rules. It says any creature that could
I
be
mean-
sexually attracted takes like the penalties. You know, you have to. You know, if your character could be sexually attracted, that's up to you.
I mean, did we see me and Johnny? Did we see that transformation? Or I
No,
mean,
we
no,
didn't see
we,
that.
we
No,
didn't.
no,
right?
What would the
no,
name
no,
be?
no,
Like,
no.
are you? Because furry is for furry creature, human things, right?
surely
There's
this
alien
exists,
for lizard
yeah.
ones.
We can-
What
There's
is
a
the one
word
with
for
birds?
sure.
There's got to
Well,
be
they are
feathery.
very isolationist. You know, we don't
Feathery?
like people.
Furry for birds.
Oh God, be careful, Jacko.
Honestly, I was asking if someone else would have that in their Google search history and
Yes,
not mine.
you.
Well, I'll just like
This is what
Out.
18 charisma gets you. Let's go.
to Crixel.
Burps?
Oh,
Watch out for Crixel.
Avians.
oh,
Oh, sorry.
sorry for interrupting. I thought we were doing something else.
You
here.
gotta be a wingman. You can't put the kibosh on this. Like,
Yeah, Crixel did
Yeah.
blow a little too early with the gunshot. Don't worry about it. She's
let the
Um,
man grow into a
Too
man.
excited.
Nate.
And I'll say that a bit louder than I should, right?
okay. Said a bit. Okay, you're trying. Okay. All right. So you're
Um,
gonna get
can
that.
I? I'm not. Yeah, sorry. I'll say
Why am I
No.
not curious?
not interrupting. Other
Oh,
than
okay.
this, and I'm preparing to like strike her with my blade.
Ow.
Wow, good.
I mean, did I end my turn?
Name's like-
I'm preparing to
I moved
penetrate
It's
her.
fair to say you go in and then.
Yeah, I moved twice and then I was
Uh.
like, oh, what's going on then?
Yeah.
I mean,
down.
maybe
The obvious.
do perception or something.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
you're
it's
doing like a
kind of
seek check
smart,
to figure out what's happening.
Yeah,
No, I think that makes it kind of sense.
Yeah,
Even though like Crixel does respond, it's kind of like
yeah.
I mean, maybe you like
roll,
draw a weapon, right, or something. I'll let you kind of, you could do something like that also. That makes sense, right? But you probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
your weapon drawn.
Yeah,
do
of
the full
course.
hand.
Oh yeah, I can draw a weapon.
Yeah, so we'll say you can use your action for that. I'll let you kind of shout to Crixel if he's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Crixel, you are grabbed into her embrace.
Oh damn, I have it in backpack. Damn, good.
It's a lot to get to. What are you up to, Crixel?
I'll say that feels nice. Let me return the favor. I don't know why I'm so quippy tonight. Sorry.
Wow, man.
Good, return the favor.
Oh yeah, I'll try and put my blade in her stomach
Wow.
as I'm reloading,
Wow.
striking. I don't know if she has attack of
Is that
opportunity,
a
but I will-
euphemism?
No.
It is. I was
Really
gonna say
hope
like.
not.
as
I
you
think,
slowly-
you know, if that's your
Wait,
plan,
I
you should
can't
be
even-
very,
no.
you're very
I don't wanna
generous to
get-
yourself,
yeah.
you know.
Ooh,
I don't
that
want to
she
give.
barely manages to get out the way of
Jacko
the slash.
banned on Twitch.
He does
Oh,
manage
yeah.
just about get out the way of the
Okay.
slash.
Something hard steel. I don't know.
And then I will. Where will I? I wanna. Oh yeah, can I? This is a window, right? Oh, down here.
You grapple Jacko by the inverse.
Oh, I'm still grappled, even though. Okay, yeah, of course, yeah, okay.
Yeah, she did an
Um,
action, but she didn't just waste her action trying to grapple you and then nothing happened.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Then I will. I should really escape then. Do we still try to escape?
Yeah, you definitely
You
probably
really
should
want
try.
to?
Maybe
Yeah, I'll try to break free with my with some surprising strength. So minus
I
5.
guess that would be against her diplomacy. Makes most sense, right?
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
This is typically the athletics check of the creature grabbing you. Typically the athletics. But I mean, I'm just saying. I also think for design, it can't be meant to be that way. But they literally don't have an athletics DC. But that means like literally you have minus 10 when you get out. So okay,
25.
So that is a 25 against the. Yeah, no, that doesn't beat the diplomacy. I'm afraid, yeah, you just can't bring yourself to really leave, even though you know it's a very dangerous place to be. It's so nice with these arms, these wings.
Final action, huh? What do I got here? What is this?
I'm sure if you instigate the kiss, it won't go bad at all.
Can't do that. Does this recover fire? Make a firearm or crossbow strike. That seems kind of bad with a minus 10. I'll try and escape again, I guess. I don't have much to do. That would make more sense.
So you could shoot her. Oh, you don't want to shoot with a minus 10.
Yeah, so that's like a 15, yeah.
Yeah, no choice. Johnny.
I will, I think this situation requires a more snazzy entrance, so I'm gonna.
Ooh.
Surfs up, baby.
How's this? I always forget how to. There we go.
Yeah.
I surf up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Surf.
That's like surf and wash. Okay. I can see there's some, he said he doesn't want you.
Okay, I like it.
No means no, lady.
His mind's telling him no, but his body.
My body.
body's telling him yes.
Let's just do this one. Let's just do this spell. It's it's on picture. A little zap.
A little zap.
Ooh.
A little zap.
I have to make a reflex save. Okay.
So then, bulto.
The damage also.
Wow.
That's an interesting roll. That's not a great roll.
They
Jesus fucking
succeed,
Christ.
so take 6 electricity damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Take a little zapped.
On a
Just
40.
rolled eyes.
Okay, I'm not used to this side of stuff yet. Electricity is so. Yeah.
You gotta switch to fire, man. I'm telling you.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm already Storm Order.
I'm
I'm part of Storm Order now as well. Me too.
Okay.
But something tells me they're pretty good against fire.
Something, huh? Could be.
She begins by at least give me a kiss before you go, and she gives you a passionate embrace.
Does she know how Tengu is?
Oh yeah, she's well versed with the world. But do you know, Jacko?
I hadn't considered, no.
Well, using Quixel's first kiss, what a way to go. Oh man. You immediately become drained 1.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Nice.
You put it on, shall I?
Yes, I can. And also, wow, you should have taken that. It doesn't have a save. Crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess it's you need to grab first.
Take a 16 of void damage. And they
Void
heal
damage?
for 16 of
Oh,
void.
is that
That's
the
the new negative, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They heal for it.
Oh no.
And then give me a will save,
Oh
Quixel.
no.
Okay.
Oh no. I don't like the way this
No
is
hero
going.
points.
Okay. 18?
Okay. You felt in your head like the kiss was so passionate that you almost wanted to like just allow it to keep happening instead of trying to
Really saw my
escape.
new life.
But you
in front of me.
managed to be like, no matter how good it is.
I reject women.
But then she beautiful, yes. She turns to you, Nate. Yeah, you run up with your with your pike out, and she casts a spell in your direction, Nate, as she says, this time in common. It's like, oh, keep your friend busy and don't disturb us, will you? Give me a will
I have
save.
my
Nate.
pike out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She says, keep your friend
Just
busy
him?
and don't disturb us. Yeah, just Nate gives a
Okay.
will save.
Cool. Wasn't an AoE. Nice. Ooh.
Okay, that is a
Oh,
success. So for a second, you feel like your mind starts to turn and almost like feel under her control. But luckily, instead, you were just stunned one as you like fight this back. Wow, that's fucking so goddamn lucky.
Good
What
rolls, good
the-
rolls.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Thank God. Nate.
Her getting Nate in her enthrall would be like
Wow,
to the
that's
enemy for
actually
sure.
insane. I'm just saying, holy shit, you only beat it by 1 with your roll. What
Okay.
the fuck?
I mean, I just lose one action into this, right?
Yeah, you just did one action, it's fine.
And does her grapple end because she's in?
It does end, yes, but she did stop embracing you, yes.
Cool.
You're no
So I
longer,
can run up to...
Oh, you stopped embracing him?
yeah,
This
well, I
one-
did end it. It only
She has to
lasted that
continue embracing.
Oh,
it.
Yes,
okay,
continue
okay,
on,
okay.
yes.
Would this flank or no? No, right?
No, it
I
has to
need
be
to
down.
be here.
Yes, it has to be down, yeah.
And then I'll attack. The boring strike. Oh, it's a hit.
It is a hit.
Oh shit, it's a cone. Okay.
Mm. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
and that's
That's that?
yeah, that's that.
That is that.
A touch of my bike. He is still barely injured.
Yeah, well, she healed a little bit from Crixum.
She's drain tanking.
Yeah, speaking of. So I use in the performance my magnetic
Yeah.
spell, magnetic acceleration.
I'm not sure if I can go much later by
Oh,
today, and
yeah.
I think this might have at least a couple more rounds, I'm guessing. I
Yeah,
don't know
but-
if maybe it makes sense to
end
just
before the
let
combat's
to the
over.
point, and then we will finish
Sure,
this
yeah, that's
later
basically
encounter
sorted.
later. Yeah, exactly right. It's just getting started. Just getting started.
Right back at the
Oh,
top.
oh, no,
Like,
okay, that-
maybe
actually
the top
this-
of the initiative. Yeah.
Yeah, this could happen. No, yeah, exactly. We did Nathan, but we're kind of. Yeah, I mean, we can go through one more.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let's just end now because I think it's some time. But one thing might scare you a little bit.
No, okay. Oh no.
You do hear a voice call out from the room, like from behind where the door is.
Oh no.
A bit of a pompous voice. I'm not sure if I can really do it, but it says, "Darling, is someone causing you a problem?"
No.
As like, yeah, you
no.
just hear this voice being called
Oh,
out from
no.
in the building. But yes, before you can see who it is, you will end for the nation.
Oh no.
It's not like a bad
You
feeling back
left
there,
us
I'll
with a
tell you,
goddamn
man. What
cliffhanger.
are those guys up to?
I'm having a great time.
Should we go back to that RP before we end? You know?
Good company,
No,
good
no, no,
conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I can quickly say, it's at a certain point in the evening, Talia does suggest maybe, should we hit the road? She finishes up her drink and
Yeah.
maybe there's some nice place back at the circus for us. She is pretty willing to take it quite far. If you
Sure.
if that helps with it. So maybe you have a little bit of a fade to black as revel
Yeah.
in the day, in the beautiful work you did today on the
Yeah.
on the circus. Out there has
Well,
a better
there
of it life, or you feel like going like, ah!
Yeah.
No, so far my night and Altair's night aren't that different. you
That's
know?
true. That's true.
I thought I was gonna say if this was the movie version, you'd actually do the split
Yeah,
screen
Exactly
Between
right.
between
Like
the scenes
yeah,
that are
yeah,
happening.
yeah. Like the quick cutting, like
for
yeah.
sure.
Alright, good stuff, guys. That was a fun session. There's some comedic elements in it. It's a little interested in how all this was gonna go. So that it's fun,
Yeah.
funny, kind of awkward, but not just.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you all. I will see you all
Thanks.
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye.